Okay. So far, we're technically live. So I just gotta wait till it comes up on the stream on Twitch so I can check it. Oh my god, bro. That was loud.
Yeah, that video came in loud. Oh shit. Baby, turn me on.
I hate
You
how
knock
Twitch has
me
like a
off
moment
my
where it's like, let's not
feet.
function properly.
One day that's gonna be a topic. I said I will not. I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna. After R. Kelly, I'm not tolerating any Michael
It's
Jackson shit.
working! It's working! Yay! Okay.
Oh, you got excited. Look at you.
I did it! I did it! I was so worried I was gonna fuck it up. But now people are gonna like come in and be like, what the fuck's going on here?
What the fuck just happened here? Like, yes.
I mean, it's a process. Oh, you know what? I didn't check. I didn't say anything on Snap. So let me do that. And then we'll get into our introductions here. Where you making me feel? Where you make me feel? Really turning me on. Let's take a selfie here. Let's get a good selfie for Snap. So anybody watching, hey.
Yeah, you get you a selfie and go.
It's gonna be a bad one because the lighting in here sucks. But special guest.
Red man getting jumped. La 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 la
Let's
la
do
la.
this. Hey, hey. I'm gonna get so fucking ratchet. I'm, like honestly, it's my roots. I can't help it.
She ratchet.
I'm ratchet.
She ratchet.
All right, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. It do what it do. I can't help it. It's in my blood.
It's in your blood, son. Word up, word up.
Okay. Make sure everything looks good. I'll have the stream pulled up anyways in case for whatever reason I can't read the chat, Whatevs. Let's get into this. People come in as we're going, as it usually goes, because Twitch
There's like,
delays.
I don't know if I'm technically the second person. I probably am.
I mean, it'll show up like when I'm on Streamlabs. It takes a hot minute to show anybody. Like, yeah, if you're watching it on your device, it'll show up. But
Yeah, yeah.
whatever, we'll get into it. If people come in. It is what it is. We'll have a good time. There's always a playback, but let's start with this chat with Cherry. It is a special edition. Never done before on here, obviously, because I'm usually lone dogging it. But today is a very, very special edition. I actually alluded to this in a prior stream. I think it was Monday and Thursdays. I think it was more Thursdays that I brought it up. But, I'm so excited. I have a special guest here. And who's with me is my good friend, the homie, Davis. Say hi to the
What's
people.
up? Hello. Hello, people. Hello, people.
This is future CEO who's usually in the chat roasting motherfuckers. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah,
and we decided finally, after me begging and pleading and saying it'd be a good idea, to do a little podcast together. And
I just want to say.
Go on.
I just want to say, big ups to the man upstairs. Without him, it wouldn't be possible. I don't know what else to say. I got to give a shout out to my mom. Word up, it wasn't for her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be mentioned on here. So
honestly, he's like this all the time, so it's it's nothing new.
Yeah. This ain't for camera. Literally, it's not. I'm not ashamed of myself. I've learned in counseling to embrace my weirder factors.
Yeah, we're all a little weird inside. That's what makes life interesting, honestly. But as you all know, we decided to make a podcast. We've talked about this for such a long time, and it didn't hit us until earlier this week, I think it was.
I was home on Tuesday. I was home on Tuesday.
We were talking on Discord. He downloaded Discord again. And we were talking, and it just hit us as we're sending gifs back and forth. Gifs, gifts, whoever you are, however you say it, who cares? Um,
Just sitting here talking. I even left class early too.
yeah, you said fuck that shit. I ain't doing it.
I was like, I'm just today. Just like a new day.
Let me just look at
and then
these, get rid of these
and then
notifications.
I was just talking, and then like most ideas happen, I'm just talking to Cherry
Mm-hmm.
randomly just shooting off, and then boom,
It came.
podcast,
Boom.
boom, name.
And the funny part is the name actually came up because we were sending, well, we started talking about In Living Color. And if anyone doesn't know that
hmm
show, great show from like the early 90s, I believe it was.
hmm
Amazing. The
Yeah, we
Wayans
weren't
brothers,
born.
brilliant.
Yeah,
Um,
we weren't alive when that show was on. We were
we and like
uh,
obviously,
tweet
depending when it was in the 90s, I forget exactly. think it was like early mid
around the
90s.
early 90s,
Yeah.
from
I
1990 to 1994.
yeah. So obviously not us, but
Right, we're ginseng babies. Okay, we don't
um,
believe in overs.
right. So I actually have the DVD set, and so that's how I kind of got aware of in Living Color, and I loved it. Like Jim Carrey's there, the Wayans brothers. I love their work. Amazing. Um, and the name hit us because there is a segment on that show.
Male on film. It's called Male on Film.
Yes, and it hit us, and he blurted it out, and it is. Let me get the graphic up, and
Yeah,
please, the
funny.
graphics
And the dude,
terrible. The graphics is
exactly, and
honestly
the
terrible.
dudes, they are just shameless comedians that just don't care.
Yeah,
So it just fits. So if you think they're like actually gay, they're not.
they're
It's
not.
just funny like that.
Like two twists and a kiss, baby. Okay, it's amazing. You guys have to look it up. It's David Alan Grier and Damon Wayans. It's amazing.
Amazing
But
comedy.
the
Comedy
graphic
is
I
comedy.
made for this is it's very shitty. I made it very quickly, so bear with me. But
But I must say this: the host looks amazing as always.
well, you know, I had a little more time today,
You had more time.
a little bit.
Little bit.
I try to do my shopping as quickly as possible. I try to leave earlier. Got home at a reasonable time. Immediately got in the shower after I sanitized everything. Got in the shower, and I was like, okay, I need to get ready. I need to put on my makeup really quick. As I was putting my makeup, I messaged Davis. I was like, dude, I'm doing my makeup. I'll be on to set everything up. And we got to talking. I was trying to work out the audio situation as I'm talking to him. I made a quick graphic in Paint. It's terrible. I will make a better one eventually. So there's that. But here's the graphic. Bear with me. It is a terrible looking graphic. Ugh. But our podcast, which I'm so excited about, is called What Do You Think, Bitch? I know it's a terrible
Yeah.
graphic, but it is What Do You Think, Bitch? Uh, and bitch is in the most endearing term.
Well, you're using it, so it's okay. It's okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. So the way we
This is
use
your
it,
word.
um,
Did you-
I should have painted the background and then put the text, but I didn't. I was like, I'm in a rush. I need to get this done.
What do you think,
Hey,
bitch?
bitch! But yeah. Honestly, we say this shit all the time to each other. What do you think? What do you think, bitch? And we call each other bitch all the time.
Yes, absolutely.
So
At least, I count at least 8 times before I count it, and I
yeah.
lost count after that because I stopped counting. Oh,
Like
lot.
last night, we were on this like killing spree in GTA, and we're just like being fucking psychos.
I was playing "Good Vibrations" by Beach Boys while killing everybody. That's
We were
can't
singing
get me.
and California dreaming. Oh my
My
god.
mom and together. I was like, California dream.
Hey.
California dream. I almost played Tupac California Love. Almost did.
Okay, I'm just checking to make sure the audio's still working. But yeah. So we're singing these songs, being psychopaths, going to kill people. Like we're all happy, merry, and he's like, you know what? This is actually gangster shit. This is gangster shit right here.
Like that's like I'm feeling like a total psychopath. I'm singing these songs, smiling, and I'm just shooting everybody. Just da 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 da. Pow, pow.
And that, and then the occasional little psycho laugh that we do. It's just like, I know I was
I
doing it
almost
last night.
played,
I was like, like
I
I was
almost played. I almost played Green Acres is the
place
place
to.
to be.
Oh, I love that song.
Is the place for me.
Honestly, you should have because that's like one of my favorites. Like I
I remember that freaking what was it, Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore when he
yeah,
got on the phone and he was starting to sing songs and shit.
yeah. Polly's our spirit animal. Let's be honest. He's something.
Total, total vibe, total vibe.
Total vibe. Plus, I used to like watch Green Acres because it's obviously it's syndicated. It just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. And at an early hour in the morning, when I wasn't sleeping, I'd watch Green Acres to help me fall asleep. Love it. It's like good vibes all around.
It works. My freaking to check my shit this morning. So I got on GTA this morning, right?
Mhm.
And I log in. It's like early in the morning, about at least at
Okay.
least 8 or 9. It puts me in a single lobby by myself.
Okay.
So I said, "Oh, I like that.
Uh huh.
Let's get that shit like some bitches." But I used to go. See, you know what? That really grinds my gear. The stuff that GTA don't need to patch,
They
they
patch.
patch. Like, why? What's wrong with that? Why? Like, why can't we make money on our own? Why do we have to be in a lobby where people can take something from us?
Really.
You know,
And then they're gonna
just
complain because I accidentally shoot through a fucking building. Okay, that's not my fault.
I know, right? Like, sheesh. Hey, you standing by that building? Move. Stop
Damn
hiding.
straight. I can't see anything in my thermal scope. All I can see is your square. I'm gonna shoot. I'm sorry.
Man, I
Sorry
saw a
about that.
leg move. I saw a leg peek out, and I shot the leg. I can't help that.
Yup. Yup.
I'm
That's what I
going for.
was
I'm
doing.
going. I'm going for elbows, knees, toes, elbows, knuckles,
Head,
anything I
shoulders,
see.
knees and toes. Knees and toes.
Right? I'm going for tootsie roll, tootsie roll.
Hey, tootsie roll. Hey. But that's the thing. Then they cry about it, and it's like, well, it's not my fault. Complain to Rockstar. I'm not
Right?
doing anything I'm not
Hey, prove
supposed
it.
to.
Record
Yeah,
it and prove it.
prove it. You can't prove it because there's no way you can tell where I was at. That's why a lot of time I
You
hop
can't,
on my
you can't
oppressor and
see me.
move.
Like John Cena says, you can't see me.
Right? Like I could have been off radar, and then all of a sudden my radar's back, and I'm sitting on a building that you know shouldn't have a
Hey,
vehicle.
look. You was in the wrong place, wrong time. The way I look at it, if I got shot through a building, I'm like, you know what? I'm cool
Hmm.
with that.
The problem is people nowadays on GTA really have no skill. So
No, they don't.
like it's all oppressors or it's some sort of weaponized vehicle or go
Yeah,
ghost or go off
everybody trying to look
radar.
for the advantage somewhere. I only use it as a survival. I
Yes,
came up in the gun game surviving. I does this shit.
exactly. That's the thing. It's like when we started, it was a dog eat dog fucking world.
Hmm.
So it's
People
like,
don't understand that.
right, you didn't have these Mach 2 weapons, Mach 2 vehicles. You didn't have all this stuff. So you had to figure out how to survive
Explosive
against a
rounds
tank.
and shit. Yeah, like
Like, tanks were our biggest worry back then, other than modders, but,
and then after a while, it got easy. All you need to do is have a group of friends, and then one of them just sneak away and grab a tank, and you take them and take
yup.
that fucker out.
We did that so many fucking times. Oh my god. Just to, like, take out a rogue tank that was just being an asshole to people.
Man, with jet back then with jets and tanks, that messed up a lot of early players as KD
Oh,
in the game.
yeah, yeah.
Like I was like, I didn't even know it was a thing until one day I looked and I said, my shit's a .9.
Yeah, I think I just became hyper aware on 360 after a while of what my KD was. And I was like, oh, no, no, no. People are not going to take advantage of me anymore. And I got
Mm-mm.
smart with it.
I started a group of mercenaries, and all we did was run lobbies, just mash them up.
Yeah, because like when I started, I just was playing with TJ really.
Mm-hmm.
TJ and occasionally Joey, but Joey was a suck ass person to play with.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of watched each other's backs.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, as you know, I had Mega Powerpuff Thugs. I still own Mega Powerpuff Thugs,
Yeah, I still have
which
mine called America's Most Wanted Group.
which is hilarious to say the least.
I know,
Um,
right?
and it was funny because we actually built that up, and people still try to get into that crew like crazy. It's kind of hilarious. Don't mind
Yeah,
me.
we've been AAMC for about since 2015.
Yeah, I just turned rank 800 in that crew. Hey,
Yeah,
Liver, welcome. But yeah, I had just turned rank 800, I think, in the crew this week.
yeah, we started that. We started that shit up a long time ago. It don't feel like it, but it was about 20 what?
Oh
At least early
God.
2015, before they had the biker update in
Yeah.
2015. Way
Yeah.
before we used
We
to
were
rock that old.
we were
I
oh my
still got my
God.
old original outfit saved when I had the fucking flannels and hat.
Yeah, thank you, Liver. Um God, no, that was we were still on 360.
It's
Oh my
360. I
God.
moved over first, and I came over to the Xbox One
Yeah, yeah,
first, and then
yeah. Oh my God, it was so long ago, and we did it because I became obsessed with Sons of Anarchy. We all were at the time,
mm-hmm.
and we were like, let's be
Yeah, so
silly
we started. Yeah, we
badasses.
started this shit a lot. Like about 6 years ago. Ain't that some shit?
And the funny part was, oh, you got the sex box too.
Yep.
Yes, yes, we are Xbox people. We're the sexy people of Xbox. I also have an attitude problem on Xbox, so there's that. But
Oh yeah, absolutely.
um, it was funny because TJ was the one that created the MC for us because I was like, I really want it. I think it was because of that. That or he owned Mega Powerpuff Thugs. I can't remember which one.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
was the
he
one that
owned
owned
Mega
it.
Powerpuff Thugs. I created the MC, and then he left the MC. No, he. Oh God, he did something of that stupid
He
nature.
left. I think he accidentally left Powerpuff, and
Oh
then
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah,
gave
yeah,
you
yeah.
power, and then he wanted it back, but then you was
Oh,
like,
you
nah.
know what it was? You know what it was? Okay, I remember. We started. Uh, he started the MC, or no, I started the MC. He owned Mega Powerpuff Thugs. Okay. We got into an argument the one day because someone got in his ear and he was starting to like get mouthy with me. And I don't handle that shit. You know what I mean? You do not talk a
Oh,
certain
that.
way to me. Everyone knows this. You know this. He knows this. Everyone knows this. There's a way to talk to me.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
so somebody got into his ear and we had all the MC shit going on. And he's like, I guess he was like, fuck it. I'm going to go make my own. I'm going to do this, right?
Right.
And so he accidentally left Mega Powerpuff Thugs. It went into my power because I was the second in command. I had the highest rank in the crew,
Um.
and it went to
Well,
me.
I think you're the only commissioner of the group anyway.
Uh huh.
Everybody else is still like bottom soldier, so
Yeah.
it couldn't have been to nobody else either way.
Yeah. So then he turns. The control comes to me. He makes that MC. He gives up that MC because he's like, he realized he was wrong, and they came groveling at my feet.
Right? Why you
And
gotta
he
say
was
it
trying
like
to get
that?
it back, and I'm like, dude, I can't give it back to you because if I were to give it back to you, I'd have to get rid of everybody in that crew, and I'm not doing that. So
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, I mean, or promote, yeah, or probably promote him to commissioner at least.
if we're lucky, that's what would go down. But
It
uh,
just wasn't worth risking it and losing the whole thing. So I mean,
mm-hmm,
so
exactly. And don't mind me, I'm just drinking some cherry pep. So
I ate
there's
some
that.
cereal. I
What?
do that a lot. I eat cereal random times of the day because I got a sugar craving.
Oh, straight up. Well, this is a wonderful start to our new ventures, our podcast of What Do You Think, Bitch? I know the graphic's
Absolutely.
terrible. Let's just get that out of the way, Liver. It's a terrible graphic. I
Hey,
made it
we gotta
really
start
quick.
somewhere. All these people that started somewhere, you know.
Honestly, it was like right before the stream started. I was checking audio. I was actually making sure the audio was working at that time because I didn't do it the other day because we weren't able to meet up the other day to actually do it. So yes, Liver, I have Davis, aka future CEO, on the stream. So that's who you
What,
hear.
what's up? What's up, folks? You know what I'm saying? Just sitting here. I don't know why. I'm on my Xbox One. I am because I always keep my other apps on there, so I just log in on my Xbox One to use my Uber because I didn't feel like downloading it on the other one.
Right.
Sorry, what? I was muting another stream. Oh,
Liver, my heart. Just kidding.
son
Uh,
of a bitch.
well,
I'm stupid.
what I do declare.
That's a band right there.
The Liver's gonna go in timeout.
Time out. That's a no. We don't watch. No, it's fine.
Yeah, you better not be muting me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too fabulous to be muted.
Mm-hmm. You don't get all this beauty over here.
See, now you're fucked because I got my hype man now on the stream. He gonna back me up. We gonna fight.
Yeah, and chicken wings, homie. Yeah.
Chicken wings. Chicken wings, really? I could go for
What the
chicken wings though.
where's the sauce? With which one you
Ooh.
like, ranch or blue cheese? Either way, we got
Ooh.
it for you, and you about to get served.
Aw, he loves us, Davis.
Oh,
Aw, how
I am the tribal
precious.
chief. I'm tribal chief Davis over here.
Oh God. You gonna talk your shit to him right now?
So I'm the tribal motherfucking chief here.
And if my hair gets frizzy, it's still wet. So there's that. I'm just gonna point that out because bitch ain't got
Oh,
time.
he said, "Oh God, no, bitch." Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I forgot
Now
about this.
my voice is loud and clear.
You gonna give him the big old fuck you, Brock Lesnar?
All right. All right. So, all right. So, we have a topic. We actually were talking about this the last two nights.
Yes.
So, do we want to introduce our first topic of the day?
Well, it depends where you want to start because obviously we had a bunch of
Okay.
topics. So,
So, the first topic I would like to start with is rock stars. Would you bang?
oh, oh, honey,
All
honey.
right.
Okay,
All right. We're gonna do this.
where should I start? Because
All right, you go first.
yes, rock stars. We should clarify we're using rock stars. It's a broad term. It could be any genre, really, honestly. Because Davis made a fair point that his selection would be slacking a bit if we just stayed true to rock. If
It just depends on what you're deaf because rock and roll can be any form of music. You
it's
know, like Fleetwood Mac can be considered rock. It's just
mm-hmm.
alternative music.
Yeah. So there's a weird blur line. So we're just gonna like broaden it to like, you know.
All right. I mean, I can go first.
Please, please.
I got some names.
Okay,
I've
go.
been on my computer.
Oh.
All right. So, all
Mm-hmm.
right, this one's gonna be controversial. Depends on who you
Oh
ask.
God.
Joan Jett. Boom, right there. I
I,
know she liked the females. I know she liked the females, but she
okay.
also was very open that she liked men too. So if I had a chance, she on the list.
We did discuss this the other night.
Cause
um.
I don't know, I got a thing for that punk rock look. So like yeah, like I don't know, it's something about that. Like especially I got a thing for that punk rock look. So
That
yeah,
brunette, just like she has beautiful
mhm.
eyes. I gotta say, her eyes are
Oh man,
gorgeous.
fine as hell. Like yeah, like I was like man, I don't even. If some people I just don't care, I'm barking up the wrong tree. I gotta let her. I'll let her know, like baby, you fine as hell. I just want to let you know that. I know you've heard this for the last I don't know 10 years
He's
of
gonna
your
run
life.
his game, guys. He's gonna run his game. Watch
I'm
this.
gonna shoot my shot, I'm gonna shoot my shot,
Yes. Hey,
shoot my shot.
I don't
The
blame
next
you.
one,
She looks good,
yeah.
and she still looks good for her age.
I mean, shit, any age, shit.
And look, she's going on tour with Def Lep, fucking Motley, and Poison. Bitch,
Man,
she got it. She got it.
if anything, she looked better now than she did in the past. Like I don't know what, like yeah, like
She got the fountain of
she
youth.
Yeah, she grew up. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Let me see an updated picture of her. I'm gonna look her up really, really quick. So don't mind me.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, I seen
that
her
white light,
recently. I
honey.
said, yo, she look brown shit. Like I'm like, okay, shit.
Let me turn down the brightness on my tablet. I am sorry about that. Yeah, I
I
haven't.
listen.
I don't think I've seen
Yeah,
her
this type in Joan Jet
recent.
now, and then it'll just like yeah, and
Oh yeah,
it'll
baby,
give
I
you.
got this. I got this. Oh, and this actually, I should state, since Davis is on panel right now, we don't live anywhere near each other. So
Oh yeah, I'm in a whole nother
I know
state
a
here
lot of
now.
people think that we're a thing. We are not a thing.
Wow.
We're just good
Yeah, I get
friends.
married. I'm getting married next month. My
Mm-hmm.
dreams. I gave up on my dreams a long time ago. You know,
I mean, if he could
that
get a hall
effort.
pass and things line just right.
But if the slot ever open, I'm asking for a hall pass. I said, look,
Right?
I said, look, we will be a thing then. We will.
That's true. That is true. But I have to clarify because everyone thinks the way that me and him banter that they think that we're in some sort of relationship, and that's not the case at all.
Oh,
At all.
no,
We're just
absolutely
really good
not.
friends.
No.
I've known him for so long. It's just,
Yeah, yes. I mean, you can't be 7 years. You know what I'm
but
saying? Like it's just
hey, it just proves the fact that you're not here in another room or something like that.
no.
You're states
I
away.
wish I could hold my computer and then just walk up
Just
behind
walks
you
in
and
like,
say,
hey,
"Yeah, I'm not here right now at all." Like, yeah,
that would be fucking hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyways, back
yeah.
on topic. We should get back on topic. I just thought
All
I should
right.
point that
Oh, all
out.
right. So there, you already saw Joan. Joan looked fine
She
as
looks good
ever.
still. Like she looks amazing. I would love to know what her routine is, because honestly,
Man, bro, she just she because they look young when they was in the, when she was in the Runaways. She
mm-hmm.
looked young then, and she was
Oh
really like
yeah.
thinking about 16, 17, 18, somewhere around there. Like, but they looked younger than that. The Runaways, they looked about like they was some like 14-year-old Runaways or something like that. But they were really like later in their teens.
Okay, Liver just sent in a big paragraph. Let's
Mm-hmm.
address it really quick. Davis, no one's ever been on the stream with me before, like voice wise, like we're doing now. But Davis is the same guy that was in chat that's always slobbering all over me. Let's be honest. um, no, we are not a thing. See, there he is, future CEO. That's Davis. That's who's on the panel. He just typed in the chat. But yeah,
Yeah.
he's not my dude. We're just really good friends.
Who was that imposter?
He loves me
Who
though.
walking around on me, Terry?
I mean, I got a bunch of hoes in different area codes.
I'm find him. I'm about to track his IP address right now. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I'm
you
on
got
his
a
head.
Mr. CEO. Look at you, Mr. Fancy now.
Right? Oh yeah, yeah, got to upgrade. Like, so we were having our, yeah, we were,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no
I
one's
mean, when
ever
you
been
said
on chat with me,
if you
so.
said anybody else, but when you said Brock Lesnar, it canceled out, buddy. It can't. Any opinion canceled out. Brock Lesnar is too easy to pick. See, people I fuck with, we had to work from the bottom. They was almost Roman Reigns was almost cut from WWE at one point, and look at him now, the tribal chief, the head of the table. He gonna stack him. He gonna smash him and lay him down. Acknowledge him. Acknowledge that man right there.
I will say Edge was looking good. I'm not going to lie. That man is fit.
He got in a great shape. I'm actually taking a few like things out of his page book for sure.
I know. I got to get back on my workout routine. I really need to do it. I need to get ready for bikini
I've
season,
been, I've been
so.
hitting it hard. Tomorrow when I go to work at the gym because I work at the gym in my school, I'm gonna I'm gonna hit the track a few times. I did 11 laps yesterday.
I need to get back into running. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, I did 11
Maybe
laps
do
on the
some jump
track.
rope first, get my stamina and all that back up, and then hit it
Yeah,
good.
props. You're right, and you were right. Hey, I know. I know, yeah, baby. I don't hear that all the time.
Oh,
Hey,
oh,
hey, hey, look, hey, it
hey.
don't matter. Especially them two motherfuckers right there. I got no sympathy for Daniel Bryan and Edge because Edge would have did the same shit.
What's that saying that goes? It's like win if you must, lose if you have to, but always cheat. So
You know? Yeah, like especially because Daniel Bryan, up to my opinion, he weaseled his way into the
I
fucking main
I
event.
first off, I don't think Daniel should have been in that at all. So
No, like why you like I get he about to retire and shit, but don't mean squeeze his ass in the main event. I
I
would
would.
have if Roman lost to Edge straight up, I could handle that. You know what I'm saying? But like if he lost like that, I would have been pissed as fuck, especially if they give it to this little goat face little
Hmm.
fucking lumberjack little fucker. Like I never liked Daniel Bryan.
I can't stand the Bella twins either. So there's that.
Yeah, I'm glad they. I'm like, I mean, I wouldn't induct their ass into shit, but you know, WWE trying to show
Hmm.
them love and stuff. I was like,
Get yourself a fake pair of tits. Blow up your lips and all that shit, and
yeah,
you're
all
good to
she
go.
look. I'm gonna say it in the stream. If this is legal, you can block me out. You know what I'm saying? Get the beat button because I'm about to say it. That bitch, she just sucked the. Both of them just sucked the right dick to stay in the business.
Yo.
So they would have been out years ago.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
One's with Daniel Bryan, the other one was with John Cena. Like, come on,
Hmm.
man.
Agreed. Agreed.
Exactly. Like you got 3 title matches and you want to talk about somebody else. You got 3 title matches in a matter of months. 3. Like that's what Daniel Bryan. He got 3 title matches in a matter of months. Yeah, I get Roman fucked you out the next one, but then he beat you the next one and you just couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
and then like yeah, and then you get another. I think you were there. Like yeah, then he like yeah gets another title shot at Fastlane. Yeah, like yeah,
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 I
like
agree. I would have
Roman
preferred it just be.
would have lost in, but I mean I knew Roman wasn't going to drop the title.
Yeah, but I would have preferred it to be Edge and Reigns. No Daniel Bryan whatsoever. I'm tired of seeing
Like
it.
I don't know what fans wanted to see that. Like I don't even think anybody's really checking for Daniel
Now,
Bryan right
here's the
now.
thing:
Like
is it could there have been a leak somewhere? Because you know how Vince hates when there's a leak and there's people that are spoiling things, so he has to change it to feel,
right, yeah, like yeah. And honestly, the reason why I want Roman to be champion for one reason, and it's nothing personal. It's just they let Brock Lesnar hold both titles for a matter of 2 years, both combined. Roman's longest title reign has always been like at least probably 5 months, and then his last one got cut short because he got leukemia. So
Right.
like you need a long stretch of a run because Seth had his long run.
Yep.
Roman needs a long run where he is at least champion for almost a year. If he get that, then yeah, he's solid, and then he can. You can go back to handing anybody else titles and all that kind of shit like that.
Hmm.
But right now, he just makes the most sense because I did not watch SmackDown before him. Like I watched SmackDown, but when it was just Daniel Bryan and all those other guys, Kofi
Right.
Kingston and all them on there, I didn't really watch it like that. I would check in every now and then, but I watch SmackDown more than I watch Monday Night Raw right now because
Right.
all my favorites are on SmackDown. Seth,
Hmm.
Roman, like yeah, everybody else. Like only really person I fuck with, the 2 people I fuck with the most on Raw is Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. Those are my 2 favorites on that show.
What did you hear about all the cuts? That's the question. Did you guys hear about all the people they let go so far?
Oh yeah, I'm real shocked they let Samoa Joe go. I didn't see that one coming. I mean,
Honestly, I
I
can
thought
understand it because if his contract was too big and he wound up not fighting because obviously he got injured and then he was just doing commentary, but
I would have just I would have like if I mean maybe they did. I don't know they probably did, but I would have tried to renegotiate. I'm like, look, we're gonna pay you commentaries pay. We're gonna pay you out of this contract and
hmm
pay you commentary pay. Like yeah, like I think that would have been the only fair gesture. Buy him out, give him his guaranteed money.
honestly,
Boom.
Bo hasn't fought in like 2 or so years, so he hasn't been
His
part
brother
of
is Bray
anything.
Wyatt. His brother right now is the biggest attraction on the show. So like, and Bo been injured for a little minute now.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing. They
think that was,
they were just paying them out of their contract. A lot of them were. I know with Chelsea Green, she had actually broke her wrist and didn't get cleared until recently. She broke her wrist on her debut match. Put
she did.
on the disabled list. Didn't get cleared till recently, and they were just like, fuck it, bye.
Pretty much. I mean, and it's cold blooded like that too. She got a foot to the mouth. Yeah, she did. I mean, it's just too, but also it's a good thing they did start releasing people because it's just too much talent on WWE. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that's why I like one of my friends I know in real life. I'm surprised, but like I
Mm-hmm.
never thought I would like really hear, but somebody's really a Dolph Ziggler fan out there. And
Ugh.
my friend is one of them, and also a Zack Ryder fan. Like she, like we've had this argument before. Like she believes that like Zack Ryder should have been a world champion. I said I I disagree on that on a lot of levels. Like he's won in like intercontinental titles and everything like that, but he really wasn't really world champion material to me. You
Right.
know, like it just he don't scream WWE champion. Maybe like yeah, like and if Universal title was gonna be what I thought it was gonna be, like a gimmick
Mhm.
championship, then I would be like, oh yeah, I can see him being like a Universal champion.
Right, right.
But it ended up becoming a big title in itself the last few years. So he had the looks. He was great in NXT. It was a shame to know that they got rid of.
Honestly, a lot of
Yeah,
these people aren't prepared for the main roster. They clearly
I mean
aren't trained properly,
NXT.
or they just don't take it seriously, or whatever, and they just wind up getting hurt, or they hurt somebody else. So
I'm
it's.
glad they made NXT a main roster itself because now you can't even say it's the like Raw and SmackDown are the main roster anymore because
Mhm.
NXT has their own little main show now. Like especially with the three women's champions standing with each other recently, like they
Mhm.
all are one collective thing now. So like yeah, so
Right.
if like that's why people like Finn Balor and Ember Moon and all them they decided to go back to NXT to kind of help like with the ratings and stuff like that, keep it going.
Well, and a lot of them needed a boost. Like some of these, the newer people they're getting in just need the boost of somebody that
Finn
has
was getting swallowed
experience.
up. Yeah, Finn was getting swallowed up on the Raw roster because at the time you got Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. You know what I'm saying? You got all these bigger guys wrestling. You just keep getting pushed to the background. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Compared to them,
And then constantly,
So
like with Brock constantly coming back, they just clear the way for him, and then they just give him what he wants. That's what it is.
and
So.
on NXT, yeah, Finn's the man on NXT. Like, yeah, along with
Mhm.
like Adam Cole, and right now Karrion Kross. I actually like him. I actually like
Right.
Karrion Kross. That motherfucker dangerous.
Right.
I like the fact that like, and especially I like how everybody can keep their theme going. You know what I'm saying? So like, because like when they move to the main roster, it seemed like their character kind of switches up. Like they made Bianca Blair a little bit more bubble kind of like bubblegum kind of compared to what she was on NXT.
I agree with that. I'm glad Billy Kay's gone because I just couldn't stand her voice, her screechiness all the time, and just
She reminded me
ugh.
of fucking Jillian. Yeah, she reminded me of fucking Jillian back when she was trying to be a pop singer and shit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But she's
Yeah.
even worse than Jillian. Like she's just even more annoying. And I, as for Peyton Royce, yeah, I could see potential, but like it's just, go
It's
be with
just
your husband. Go be with your husband over on
she,
AEW and just go.
she
Just.
can get a Impact or AEW. She can get a great run out of it because there's just too much female talent
Mhm.
for her to be on there. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't. It took you too long to build a solo name up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like it's like some of those names gotta go. Samoa Joe used all his prime years on Impact. To be
Yeah.
real, like
And
yeah,
when he got to WWE, he just was kind of done
he
in
was
a sense.
he was already a shell of what he used to be. Like even though he's still a bad motherfucker when healthy, but
I
he's
mean,
older now. Like
if he was in better shape,
if
and
he was in, if he was like back, like because I remember I used to watch Impact when it was him, AJ Styles,
mhm,
Jeff Jarrett, all of them. I used to watch Impact back then. So like when Samoa Joe, when Kurt Angle at first came over to Impact and shit like that,
mhm,
I was actually like I was watching it then. Samoa Joe was in great shape, so I'm like if he could have got WWE back then, he would have had a great run. He would have actually been a world champion probably a few times.
right, agreed.
Kalisto was feuding with
I think they've
his
had
own
problems with
team.
Kalisto for a while now, though.
Yeah, because Sin Cara is gone, and the reason why Kalisto kind of came over is because Sin Cara was there. Now Sin Cara retired and gone, so it's really no need for that luchador style. And Rey Mysterio is on the road, and also Kalisto was a good replacement for when Rey Mysterio wasn't in
Mhm.
WWE. So now that you got Rey Mysterio back, you don't need the services of those kind of like
And then the
luchador wrestlers.
potential of Ray's son, Dominic. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So yeah, you don't really exactly. So right now you got the luchador high flying guys right
And it's
now.
a
So
name
like
that people are going to gravitate towards. Mysterio is,
exactly. It looked like they
notorious.
got to make Ray the WWE 2K22 cover athlete. They look like that's what they about to do.
Right.
So yeah. But other than that, like it's one of those things where that's why rather like I like heel Roman Reigns. I think like yeah I don't think he should have ever been a prototypical face anyway because his character in the Shield was so badass. I wanted him to keep that kind of energy like where he's just this badass ass kicking dude. Like not no oh, let me smile for the crowd and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, yeah, he can do that. I'm glad he did it because now he got a little bit more range to himself. His mic skills have got better. Like he is a fucking wizard on the microphone now. he
Right.
can draw a crowd in more than what he used to for
Mhm.
sure.
But yes, Samoa Joe is definitely limited. We understand that. Like he's a bigger dude. Years of carrying that weight and not, really doing anything about it, and it takes wear and
Yeah, I think
tear. It's a lot of wear and tear, and it is what
yeah,
it
I think his
is.
problem was concussions. Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
got a lot
he
of
had a
concussions.
concussion issue, so that's probably why they wouldn't let him back in the ring.
Nah, it just
Because
yeah.
they
I
don't
mean,
want to
I would.
repeat a Daniel Bryan. Daniel is lucky that he's allowed to compete again.
I mean, yeah, yeah. That's why Daniel's stepping down because like his health is starting to come into question, and he just had what they just had baby number two. So
Yup,
like,
baby
yeah,
number two.
she popping them babies out, and then like it's funny. It's funny, like yeah, both John Cena and her both got like engaged and married and stuff like that to other people.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's be honest, John was not serious about her. He was just like, no, bitch.
nah, she's
He
just a
knew
nice.
better.
Yeah, he was. She was just a nice piece of ass when he was on the road. That's just what it
Yup.
was. It's just what it is. Like, yeah, I actually like my friend want like Alexa Bliss to stop doing the character she's doing now. I actually like Alexa Bliss like this. To be real, I think it fits her.
She's more tolerable now than she was before, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, like nobody wanted her to be like yeah, but like before. But I mean, I like Alexa Bliss more as a badass and not a face. I like when she's like, you
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
enjoy
so
that. But going on.
okay, so, all right, for number two, I never got to number two of
Okay.
rock stars I would be with. All right, Stevie Nicks. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like prime Stevie Nicks back in Fleetwood Mac
Right, right, right,
days,
right,
and
right.
yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah, she on the list.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right, all right. Courtney Love, she was fine back in the day.
Okay, I can understand that, even though she's crazy as fuck. But yeah, I could understand that back
I
then.
mean, yeah, of course, all of them probably crazy. They just hide it better. I mean, I still would fuck with Madonna right now, but yeah, Madonna for sure. Yeah, she on the list. That's number four.
Mm-hmm.
Lita Ford, she on the list. Oh well, hold on. I gotta move Lita. I'm gonna put
Oh,
Gwen Stefani up in that bitch. Hold up, move Gwen Stefani ahead of her. Oh yeah, shit is bananas. Be in bananas.
bananas. This shit is bananas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dean Ambrose. Yeah, Dean Ambrose is a different character back then when he was with the Shield. His character made a 360 degree once they broke it up.
Even now, I feel like he's struggling.
I mean, it's old, but every three-person group, you're gonna have that one that's going to have identity issues.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got Roman, a badass, you know what I'm saying, like an ass kicking machine. Then you got Seth Rollins, who's like the modern day Shawn Michaels. Where
Mm-hmm.
does Seth? I mean, where does Dean fall into that? You know what I'm saying? Where does he? Loose cannon, yada yada yada. We've seen those kind of wrestlers before.
Right.
Like even in duels though, like you can always gonna have that one that just kind of struggles with their identity a little bit. X Pac kind of did that too. He was always the third person in the group or the last person.
Right.
And same thing with like Shawn Michaels. You could see Shawn Michaels was gonna be a star, but like between him and Marty Jannetty's he kind of struggled after the Rockers broke up.
Okay. I gotta add a few to my list here.
Okay. So that's my like top five right there. So all right, I'm gonna let you go next.
Oh,
I already know
you
who's
already
number
know
one
what's
on
gonna
the list.
happen. Okay.
I already know who number one is. I already know who
All
number
right.
one. The other ones are gonna be like I just want to know the orders. I can name two right now.
I mean, currently I don't have a necessarily an order. You know what I mean? But I mean, I can always order him next week. Obviously, I can fucking give you a fucking next time we do this. But I'll give you some names. Okay. Number
Okay.
one, Rockstar, I'd bang. Nikki Six. I'm sorry, Nikki
Of
Six in
course.
his goddamn prime, baby. Oh, I'd have been
I mean,
all
he
over
don't look
it.
bad now. He doesn't look like
He
a
looks
bad
good.
guy
He
now.
looks good.
Yeah.
Props to his wife.
Absolutely. What is that tattoo girl you with? Yeah.
I don't know if she has tattoos. She's
No, yeah, I know she like runs her own tattoos. No, that
no,
was
she
no,
doesn't.
that was
That
no, no,
was
no, no,
fucking
no.
Kat
The
Von
old,
D.
yeah, I'm thinking of that older one he was in. Yeah, if
No,
we
he's
talking
with
18 or not.
God, her name's Courtney.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm thinking of somebody else Nikki was with. Nah, not never mind. But
She looks like she's a sweet lady. I think she does like a lot of home design, like floral arrangement kind of thing online, like a how to do type person.
yeah, Courtney Six. That's her
Yeah,
name.
do it yourself kind of stuff, which is dope. They have a daughter.
Yeah, really, they end up with these rock stars like Nikki and Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look like they're supposed to be with these dudes. Like if you
Right.
look at them,
When you look
like
at
it
her, I'm
don't.
like, huh.
It's like, yeah, like I get it. I bet you
Yeah,
party back in the day and shit like that. But like, just looking at you, you look more clean cut compared to
right,
these
right.
dudes.
You wouldn't think that's your thing.
Yeah, I don't think they would go from like Nicky. I think he would go for more of the punk. Like, but he's had that kind of girl before. But
Well,
just saying, like, yeah,
he look, he was with a lot of porn stars and fucking playmates or whatever, you
yeah,
know.
Brandy Brand, yeah.
They all were. That's how rock stars worked. But yeah, in his prime, well, I don't know. I tap. Tap.
I'm thinking the Scottish. Bro.
Like honestly, I'm working on a fanfic. Don't worry about it. It's gonna come along eventually. It's Nikki and then six is Sixx. Just so you know, liver.
Yeah, yeah, freaking
80s fucking Nikki, 90s fucking Nikki. I'd even say 2000s Nikki. Gorgeous.
yeah, man,
He still doesn't look too
yeah.
bad for his age now. Like he's doing good for himself and he's trying to rehab his body from all the damage he did from tours and shit.
I mean, best thing he can do. But other than that, they gonna always feel that shit to the
And
day
then
they.
if you watch The Dirt Liver, great movie on Netflix. Love it. Just don't watch it with, children or anything
I wouldn't
present.
have to tell you, but yeah, I haven't shown Faith that movie yet.
We ain't talking about wrestling. We talking about rock stars right now.
No, I was just saying. I was like, yeah, I was just saying. I haven't showed her that movie.
No, I was saying something to Liver, but yeah, have
Oh.
Faith watch that because she has to be part of the clique now. Okay,
Yeah, she
we're
might
three,
be like, oh my god,
we're
like
three
what are they?
amigo in it, and if she can't understand, well,
She loves some of the rock documentary movies I've showed her. She loves she liked the Straight Outta Compton movie. She liked she did like the Elton John movie. She loved that one, and she liked the Queen movie. She liked that
well
one
then she
too.
might like this, but just like warn her that it's a little raunchy at times.
Oh, that doesn't bother her too much. Like,
Well
yeah,
then
she
fucking
she
put it on for her, like or watch it like have her watch it at the same time you're watching it or something like that and converse. Oh, we're
yeah.
talking about a movie called The Dirt. It's on Netflix. It is a Motley Crue movie. It's based off their book.
Just give me the dad.
Great
Give me
movie.
the.
It stars
Mhm.
Douglas Booth, uh, MGK, good old Colson Baker, as
Why
Tommy
you
Lee.
all this Olsen? Ugh.
Well, his actual name's Richard. Richard
I thought
Colson
he was
Baker.
Olsen.
Well, he goes by Colson,
Huh.
but his real first name is Richard. So his actual name is
Really?
Richard
I
Colson
never was
Baker.
like, yeah, I
Oh
thought
my
his
god.
first name was Colson. Like, yeah, like I
No,
mean, well,
yeah.
these motherfuckers be lying about they.
Look. I went to school with a guy that went by Scott. His actual name was Richard. He went by his middle name, so it's like it's common.
Yeah, yeah, just go. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, honey, you don't do Netflix. See if you can look on YouTube. See if you can see clips on YouTube.
It's
Okay?
a good movie, bro. You should watch it, man.
It's a good movie. I swear, it's a
I
good
still
movie.
gotta finish Fear City. I still gotta finish that.
I,
I started.
though I'm gonna probably watch The Dirt again because every time I watch it, I swear they add certain scenes or extend certain scenes, and I'm
I
not
feel
fucking
like that
playing.
sometimes let me feel like I be going through a Sinbad effect. Like that wasn't there for.
Yeah, like dude, every fucking time, and I swear it. And that's why I tell
I
you,
don't
like,
know.
watch it again. They extended the scene. They extended the scene. I don't know why they did that, but they keep
Trying to
doing it.
trying to throw fans off who probably watched this shit like 1,000 fucking times.
Right.
Oh man, I can't believe they got Little Rascals on there. Oh
Yeah.
man, I love it.
I've been putting that on before bed and shit.
Oh
Okay.
man, I love it.
Let's see who else is on my list. Since we're on the topic of the dirt and everything, I'm gonna throw MGK in there. I'd
Okay.
okay,
I think he made a better Tommy Lee than actually Tommy Lee. I think
right?
Tommy Lee said that too.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee said he made better me than me. Shit.
And here's the thing, I will start by saying because I know a lot of people don't like Machine Gun Kelly. I understand, and at first I didn't care for him. You know what I mean? I was hard against him. I was like, I don't know if it was because the whole Eminem rivalry kind of situation. I don't know. I just wasn't appealed to him, and then something just came over me, and it washed it all away. And I was like, oh,
I've
he is
always been a big fan of
fine.
him. I've always been. I can say I'm a legit Machine Gun Kelly fan because his music is just fucking dope.
And that's the thing.
Every
I
time he
enjoy his music. I like the way he looks. I like his personality. I think he's funny. I think he's a fun person.
I mean, well, I think the dirt really opened you up to him more just
Oh
because
yeah.
like with him being Tommy Lee and looking like that, like you're like I did not know
Eh,
he looked that good. Exactly, it happens like that when somebody like the girl who plays Harley Quinn, like she makes Harley Quinn look a lot more better. So like,
mm-hmm.
okay, I'm fucking with her now. Robin, what her name? Margot Robbie. Yeah, yeah,
Liver, you're
Margaret Robbie.
fine. Just join the cult. You'll be okay. Oh, which reminds me, since we're you know Colson Baker, that whole thing. Da, da, da. I'm currently wearing my snake tights. So there's a foot for you people.
Fade.
Eh.
Ching ching, money
Ching
money.
ching. But yeah, so I'd bang him. Everyone does it. I'm
Yeah,
also working on
yeah.
a fanfic for him, so
Like now Rockstar related, but definitely wasn't it Katie Siegel, the one that played in Mary
Gemma.
Jane?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Gemma. I ain't gonna lie, out of older women, I've been wanting to just for a long time
I I I
since
understand.
man.
I
And when she
understand.
played in the Futurama, the voice is like her voice, like
Mhm.
alone, just that alone.
She has a
Yeah,
really
so
lovely
like
voice. She does.
so yeah, I was just like, hey, play Peggy for me.
Okay.
And
Let's
then I
see.
think she got to be in a new show too.
She's on a show called Rebel.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
new
she
one
about
that
to play in a
just.
new. Yeah, she already in a new show called Rebel, like you said.
Okay. I got another one. I got another one. I'd bang Axl Rose in his prime. Yep.
Oh yeah, that makes fucking
Late
perfect
80s,
fucking.
early 90s. Oh.
Oh yeah.
He was fine. Okay.
All right, and as I pointed out, nobody's a fan of Van Hagar. If you are, I feel sorry for you.
Yes, liver. Yes, that's what we're going over. Who we would bang, who we tap, uh, who would you
And like yeah,
marry?
like name five of your like it can be any
Any
singer or yeah, anybody like yeah,
because okay
who's on
now
the list? If you had a hall pass.
look.
If you had a hall pass.
Wait, because earlier in the conversation, if you go up in the chat, he had said something about I think it was some dudes. I can't remember.
Oh, okay, you like dudes.
And sorry, the way you said that. Oh, you like that? Which that's fine.
Oh, Liv Morgan, hell yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah.
I tapped John
I
Cena.
I definitely gotta add. Yo, Alexa Bliss has been on my hit that list for a minute. Like,
Okay,
yeah,
John Cena,
definitely.
Jeff Hardy. I throw Randy Orton in there. Why not? He looked good.
I had the biggest fucking crushes on Lita and Trish for like years.
I had a thing for a while for Jeff. Oh, it was a thing. Love it. Tattooed
Who
bad boy. Ooh. I had a thing for John Cena for the longest time. For the longest time, I had a thing for him. Oh my god, the things I do. Like I have DVDs. I've got, you know, T-shirts. I've got the WWE magazines with him on it. I had a thing.
most people sleep on her like just because she's not like I guess the most feminine looking one, but when you look at her, she is Natalia. Natalia, a fine motherfucker.
Mm.
I was like, yo, she thick. I was like, I follow her on Instagram. I'm like, yo, she
She
thick than a
curvy.
motherfucker. Yeah. That's what she
Her
looked like.
husband's
I'm like,
gorgeous though. Tyson Kidd. Ooh.
yeah, I'm like that motherfucker take that ass for granted. I'm like, you better you like because I seen him on the show and shit like that. He look like he don't be paying her no mind. I'm like, damn,
I think he has like a very different personality to her, where she's like very bubbly and she needs the
real like
affection. Where
sparkly and real,
he doesn't know how to show that affection a lot of the time. So it's like a whole.
yeah, he real like grunty. Like yeah, I was like, I mean, hey, you know they've been with each other since they was kids. You can't beat
Yeah,
that
yeah,
though.
you can't.
Yeah, definitely not. When they somebody been together that long, yeah, you ain't topping that.
True, true. There were some fine motherfuckers. I'm not even lie. Like non wrestling related, Johnny Depp is at the top of my list all the time. I had a
I'm a
big thing for
prototypical.
him.
I'm so prototypical. I fell in love with the most like prototypical females growing up. Pam Anderson, you know, people like that.
Big titty committee.
I
Pretty much.
fell in love with big boo. I fell in love with big boo before I can even know what to do with them.
Oh God, Candace. I hated Candace.
Candice Michelle.
Yeah, Candace Michelle. He just said Candace Michelle.
Oh
Of course you
shit.
clipped it.
Oh,
I have a record of everything that gets clipped after it like gets off the channel. I like see it in my bullshit for the channel. Um, I couldn't stand Candace. She was like, it was typical. It was like a girl that got so much plastic surgery, only got where she was at because
I like
she
Tori
had
Wilson
the
now
whole look.
too. I like Tori Wilson now.
I like
Even now, and
Tori.
yeah, Stacy Keibler was my favorite though because she had them long legs.
Oh, I notice everything. Everybody clips liver. I have a record of when you clip it because even after it's gone from the clips, it still stays in my stream stuff, my bullshit I can look back on.
It's crazy,
But
man.
um, oh God, now.
Oh, you got that on here? Okay. But I'm just going through my Netflix, looking around and shit.
uh, let's see who else. I mean, I'd give Tommy Lee a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
In his prime. You know what I mean? Even Brett Michaels in his prime because Brett was gorgeous. He was cute. He was cute.
Hold on, let me see who else I got up here. All right, now, like actress wise, in her prime, Sally Fields was a bad motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a Sally Fields guy. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh. Now to this day, I still got a man crush on Amy Lee and Evanescence for sure.
So back to the subject, Candace Alexa Cherry Darling. Ooh, mouse.
Oh,
Oh my god. Okay, since we're talking about older actors and shit like that, I would be all about James Dean. The actor, not the other actor. Not the
no,
adult really.
I
Well,
didn't even.
I mean
I was, I was actually thinking actual James Dean. I forgot all about that other one.
I mean you know, I mean
I was like, I mean, I didn't think, I wasn't. Yeah, see, yeah, I only know
wait, wait, wait,
one.
wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait, wait. Wait, let's clarify. Which one do you know, Liver? This is important because he could. Which one do you know?
yeah, it's hard to determine which
But yeah, he died so
actor.
young.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're technically both actors
The
if you
other
think
one isn't
about
really
it.
that famous. The other one, he's not really like that famous. I don't think he really worked like that no more either.
Yeah, I don't think he does much anymore because there was a bunch of accusations that came out. I don't know the whole gist, but
Yeah, like he really don't like really show up like that. But so that's why like because I've been watching like James Dean movies, like
mm-hmm.
like Rebel Without a Cause and stuff like that. So I like
A Rebel Without a
yeah,
Cause is a classic. I love it.
like yeah. I get depressed sometimes after I watch him too, just because I think about what happened after.
Yeah.
And
Like
I
I
say
think I'm
right.
gonna have to. I think East of Eden's on HBO Max. I'm gonna have to watch
It
that.
is. It is. That was one of the earlier ones I watched when I first got my HBO Max back.
Oh, you don't know what happened to James Dean? Liver doesn't know. Okay, so I was after he wrapped filming one of his movies. I can't remember
It
exactly
was
which.
Rebel Without a
Was it
Cause,
Rebel?
actually. Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
it
it
was a
was
different
Rebel.
one.
That was
I thought it
the
was like
last movie. Yeah,
this cowboy one, but this was what, like 40s, 50s? I don't even know exactly. Like
late 50s, late
late 50s.
50s.
Okay. He was driving in his little sports car as he did. I think he had a passenger with him going down this road, and this guy made an illegal turn or something, and bam,
It's real like classic Paul Walker type shit, but just the
killed
earlier
him.
version.
Killed
Yeah,
him.
yeah. He died in September of 1955, September 30th, 1955.
Yeah, I think the guy that killed him was called like I think the last name was like Turnip or Turn something, Turnip Seed or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, guy made an illegal turn, if I remember correctly, an illegal left turn, I think it was, according to Dearly Departed online. Great YouTube channel, you should check it out. He gives a lot of Hollywood history or that stuff in general. Great guy. Also, Days with Jordan Lyden also covers that kind of stuff. Great YouTube channel. So if you're interested in like old Hollywood stuff and stories, and they go over like certain crimes that were related to
he was so
certain
fucking,
actors. Great
he
stuff.
was so fucking young though.
He was,
Damn,
yeah, he was so young. He had so much potential. He was obviously
24 years
handsome.
old. Yeah, in
Uh,
1954, Dean became instant in developing career in motorsport. So he yada yada yada, East of Eden, like that.
it's a sad story, honestly.
Yeah, he was driving his Porsche.
Hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, he had just wrapped up. Yeah, he already yeah, so yeah, he died. Like yeah, so he was scheduled for a race October 1st, but he dies on September 30th. So yeah, day before. Damn. Yeah, so yeah, Rebel. It looked like Rebel was his like last movie he did, and then like last big motion picture, and then the other ones he had filmed like years earlier, and then they tried to get clout off of it and release them because like those are the movies they weren't going to release, like East of Eden and all that kind of stuff. They
Right.
weren't going. to Those are studio movies that they were, giving them
The
shit,
yeah, but then it
giving
comes
them
to a
release.
contractual agreement that you have to get it out because you know.
Yeah, so like yeah, at that point, yeah, because like it was some other films that was just uncredited, like he weren't, uncredited movies. So yeah,
It's a really sad situation. Like he had so much potential, and it just sucks. Honestly,
it
it
just
does.
sucked. Yeah, like it's fucking yeah. And then Giant came out in '56, so he already shot some scenes for that.
Right. But yeah, if by chance I would totally tapped. I would have totally.
Oh yeah, a lot of girls would, especially that like version of Bad Boy. Yeah, like a lot of people love, a lot of women love early years Elvis, not the later years. Early years.
That's the thing, Liver. A lot of people do not know how to drive, and they shouldn't have their driver's license. Honestly, they shouldn't.
And that's why like I'm a new driver, so like I'm not trying to get no sports car and zoom out there. I'm just trying to get a nice manageable car.
And then you're just gonna have
My
to be hyper
friend,
aware of everybody else. That's all.
yeah, my friends have all the sports cars and all that kind of shit. I'm good on that.
Oh yeah. Also, response to
Like
Elvis. Yeah, I tap Elvis too. However, I would prime Elvis. Oof, oof. Mm.
young Betty White was a bad motherfucker though. A
She
lot of
was
people
bad. She was bad. She's
bad
a bad
motherfucker.
bitch.
I said, yo, and of course everybody
Liver,
loves.
you know you would tap Elvis. Don't lie. Every straight man would tap Elvis.
Hell no, not my type.
Shut up. You would.
My type.
He's
I'm
lying.
more of
He's lying, Liver.
I'm,
He would totally do it. Okay.
I'm more of a James Dean type myself.
Oh, hey, baby. Hey, get it. Hey.
Stupid. He said, "Not me."
All right, all right, all right, all right. Here's a good question. If you had to tap somebody of the same sex, who would it be?
Honestly, I never really thought about that. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't really know my like
Corey
preferred
Taylor. He says Corey Taylor.
Corey.
That's what
I
he
don't
said.
know. I see me. Yeah, me. I've never really thought of it like that. Like, cause like
Hmm.
I don't know who fits my style. So it's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
there has to be a level of attraction there.
Yeah, like I can't really. There's nobody I really think of. And I'm just like, yeah, because I'm too dominant of a personality to be the bottom. So nah,
So you'd have to be top. So you need to find someone that's docile enough to be the bottom.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like,
I
yeah,
mean, it's
like I can't.
possible. You just have
It
to.
is possible. It's just like, yeah, it's just all about, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't really have like a male type. Mhm.
Okay.
So I can't really give a definitive answer. I don't know.
I
Like,
don't
yeah,
know.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
know.
what's hard for me because, you know, me being me, I obviously am 100% straight. So it's like, I don't see women like that. Yes, they're beautiful women and all that, but it would be a hard decision. Like, should I
It
just bang
is.
someone that looks kind of like me? That'd be weird. Like, I get told I look like
Yeah,
Jennifer
like,
Love Hewitt. Let's
yeah,
do it. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I mean? Like you fucking yourself, yeah. Like you gonna fuck Jennifer Love Hewitt? Like
hey, I don't know. I'd have to like really think about it, honestly.
maybe I could see Kat Dennings, and maybe you and her. Like, yeah.
Well, maybe.
No,
Eh.
maybe.
It's hard because it has to be like the
You're,
personalities have to mesh for it to
you have an even personality where you can be the dom, but you can also be the
be a
the submissive.
submissive. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
switch.
so
It's a
it just
switch
depends. It
situation.
depends. Yeah, it just depends on like who you fucking with.
And
Yeah.
like this goes back to like the stream that I had like a few weeks ago. I think it was like about 2 weeks ago now about BDSM and being switch or sub or whatever. Yeah, in a sense, in that situation, I'd be more switch. Would I smash Bray Wyatt? Uh, I would smash today's Bray Wyatt, not the one like from when he was doing the whole.
Follow the buzzards.
Yeah, I like
Well,
him
yeah,
now. I like his little
hey,
Fire Fun Funhouse bullshit. I love that. You know what I mean? He looks better. They
why? Yeah, that's funny how everybody likes that shit more than his older shit. Like I like Bray Wyatt now. I wasn't really a big,
because
huge Bray Wyatt fan back then. Like I mean, I like his gimmick, but
like
yeah,
honestly,
I'm more of a fan now with the Fiend and stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah. Like now he looks a lot better. He's more cleaned up. He looks nicer. You know what I mean?
Yowie Wowie.
Whereas before he just kind of like, not my type. You know?
Witches be tripping.
I have a particular type, and it's funny that people can't figure it out. Like it's just, I don't know.
I mean, it's easy once you start name. Once I
So
like,
you
I
a
figure
freak, but
out
you got standards. Yeah, I'm a freak and I got standards.
that makes sense. But like, yeah, I mean, it's honestly like, honestly, yeah, it's just like once people start naming what they like, you just see their type.
Well, it's funny because like people on Tumblr cannot fucking figure it out for the life of them. You got these dudes that like, I get it. You find me attractive. I understand. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm very self-deprecating a lot of the time. So a lot of the time I'm like, yeah, okay. But it's funny to me because then they think they're automatically my type because they're attracted to me and that I'm nice to them, so they think that I have a thing for them, and it's like not the case. If you look at what I reblog on my Tumblr, you'll see the type of dude that I'm like kind of into. There's like
Pretty much.
aspects.
Yeah, like I know I don't fit the description. I mean, I'm too clean, too clear cut.
And here's the thing. Like I would give any person a chance, obviously. Like I'm not that fickle. So yeah, it like if the stars align just right, okay, Davis, would I give you a possible chance? Maybe. It would be a matter of how we meshed and like if I just like
Hey,
let's
hey,
see.
hey.
Let's see. You know what I mean? I'll let you take me on a date. Let's you know what I mean?
All right, all right, all right. Hey, I fuck with that. I fuck with that. Yeah.
Thinking about this
You know
in
the funny thing is,
what?
it's funny now that I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
Is I'm finding out how attractive I actually am now to people.
Well,
Like
you
I'm
know
like,
what? I'm proud of you because you came a long way, right?
hey, for real, like yeah, because it's funny because I never thought I was like an attractive man like that. Like I don't look at
Right.
myself like that. I don't like when people ask me what I think of myself. I can't rank myself because I don't, you know what I'm saying. I'm not that kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm not like a very arrogant guy where I'm like, oh, I think I'm a 10, all that. I don't think I'm an ugly man, but I don't rank myself like, oh yeah, like I mean, I leave the opinion up to others. Like, hey, if you
Mm-hmm.
think I'm attractive, that's cool. If not, okay, cool.
Exactly.
Now I'm getting a lot of good reviews just because, like, yeah, I'm like,
You
wow, really?
well look,
I never looked at myself like that.
you're
So like,
working
yeah,
on you now. Like for the last few years, you've actually taken it upon yourself to take your health into your own hands. You started working out. You started building your confidence more. Like I remember
yeah,
before you started doing that, I was like, you know what? You would like send me a selfie. I'm like, you know what, Davis, this is what you need to do, because you wouldn't take selfies of yourself. You wouldn't really post to your social media. I'm like, get the right angle, get the right lighting, because you do have a dark complexion. I was like, honey, you need to brighten up. You need to find your light, find your angle. It's gonna work for
I
you. Get your
still don't take
pose.
a lot of pictures, but either way, because I'm camera shy, I'm just
Right,
camera shy.
right.
Yeah, I'll say I'll do a little something every now and then, but I'm generally just camera shy, and I'm all
Well,
right
look
with
how
that.
I
Yeah,
started. I didn't like posting things of myself, and I tend to be very nitpicky about things, and I want to put the best version of myself, if you will, out there.
of course.
So nowadays, I'm like posting freely, and if the picture looks good, I'll post it. And there's times where I'll go back through my feed and I'm like, oh, this looks bad, but whatever. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I even look back on these streams sometimes and I'm like, ooh, that was a bad angle. That's bad lighting. Da 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 da. Granted, I'm working with one light and a bad webcam over here, so it's like, bear with me if I
Yeah,
look like trash.
word. Like yeah, it is fair. Like yeah, it's like yeah. I like I'm definitely like yeah. It's pretty much all that stuff just went hand in hand. Like I just pretty much like I didn't as I got older, more and more, I made more transitions with my own like mental health and everything like that. I really stopped caring
Mm-hmm.
about a lot of shit, so it just happens like that. I was like, honestly, when you get older, you start caring a lot about a lot of shit. So
True.
you just like, yeah, so you just like, yeah,
Like,
like the same shit I would trip over as a teenager. I
mm-hmm.
don't even trip over like that no more.
Like honestly, I don't give a fuck as much anymore. Yes, there's things that still hurt my feelings if somebody says something fucked up and I'm like, "Oh, that's,
Like, oh
that
yeah,
was
fuck
mean."
you. Like,
Like
yeah, I'll be
fuck
like, yeah,
you, but it still hurts. It's like,
yeah,
"Okay,
exactly.
thanks."
Like, well, fuck you too.
Like,
So like,
okay,
yeah,
a fair point is like there's once again going back to the guys that find me attractive and da da da. But once I say like, "Yeah, not interested in sending you nudes," then they're like, "Well, you're ugly anyways. You're this, you're that." Well, fuck you. I don't give a bat. Take your small dick energy and go somewhere else. Like,
like, oh, son. Yeah, my
I
bad.
don't give a fuck.
Hey, don't nobody want your baby to
Let's
know.
acknowledge Liver here. He says, duh, 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 not because I'm a creep, weirdo, or whatever. I've taken a few decent photos as a metalhead in the past, but now COVID ain't done anybody. Baby, COVID hasn't done anyone favors, okay? I obviously need to start working out again. I keep falling off the wagon, if you will, of working out. Um, it is what it is. I gotta try to get back into it, but real life shit happens. I've got shit going on right now that, you know, I'm sure the depression will kick up again, and that's just gonna do it. There's shit going on that it's not looking great for certain people, so it's a whole thing. But I got to start worrying about me, because I have to think about my future, and I have to think about the health issues that some of my family members have had in the past, and I need to start worrying about myself and my well-being. So, and then I want to be a bad bitch. Okay, that's just it.
Yeah. I mean, you already accomplished that, so you know what I'm
But a
saying? Like,
bad
yeah,
bitch who
you're.
could tone up a bit, lose a few pounds. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
It
you
is what
already,
it
yeah.
is. But
Oh, absolutely.
nonetheless,
Nonetheless, you already accomplished.
you just got to do little things to help boost yourself, liver. That's what you got to do. You know what I mean? If
Oh,
it's
absolutely. Yeah. For me, it was more mental. It was always more mental with me. It's not necessarily. It was never. I just had to get right with myself, like because I mean everybody's like, yeah, I had to like everybody's gonna have a preference in the world. It doesn't reflect on me that they're not attractive to me. I mean, like yeah, like okay, well, cool. I'm not your type, but I'm somebody's type. And then I found out, like especially being here in school and stuff like that, there's so many
mhm,
feelings that like how I carry myself and all that kind of stuff. I've gotten a lot of like compliments from females I probably would have never
right.
gotten.
Um, the liver, it's probably for the best. You know what I mean? It's not worth your time. You know what I mean? If she just blocked you, move on.
Yeah,
It is what it
definitely.
is.
Oh, excuse my language.
Use whatever language you want. I don't care. Um,
Excuse my man. I don't know how important that person is to him, but
well,
yeah, that's my.
he was saying basically that this girl on Facebook, she just added his friend, and they had a thing going like a few years ago. Nothing's serious. It was a couple years back,
Mhm.
and he wanted to make amends so that there wasn't no awkwardness, no bad blood, blah blah blah, whatever.
All right.
And he didn't want to be childish, so he sent her a message, and she went and blocked him.
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me a lot
It
actually.
happens.
It happened. Women do it.
Wait. This also takes me on a tangent. Let me address this really quick. The motherfuckers that beg for me to add them on Snapchat. Okay? Beg me. They're like, oh, it'll be cool, it'll be great. I'm like, well, nothing special happens on there. Okay, great. They add me, and then after a while, they get a little butt hurt, and then fucking
Mhm.
unfriend me, so I have to see their pending bullshit in my feed, in my messages. Like, figure it out. I'm a cool
Figure it out.
person. Just love me from a distance.
I mean, that's probably their best bet to be real. It's,
Like, a lot of these people, I gotta say this, they think they have game, they don't have game, okay? I'm sorry. But learn how to conversate with a woman, okay? Ugh.
I mean, it just comes down to like, yeah, like you
We're
said, you
not
just gotta
cavemen, okay? Ugh, ugh.
oogie, oogie. No, no.
Okay, let me read his messages. Matters most. Da, 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 da.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Once
That's why.
again,
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, yeah.
like, I could go on a whole tangent of how people online act and how they speak to women or how women speak to men, and it's a whole thing. It's honestly, my life is a struggle on social media sometimes. It's just like, what the fuck?
I mean, word. Like, I mean, it's just like, of course, like when, like, and a lot of times when you're like younger, like, I'm not trying to like dog
Hmm.
anybody or nothing like that, but a lot of times younger women don't. When younger women are like, they're full of shit.
Yeah.
Like in my lifetime, like they're full of shit. They don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me drink
So
this
yeah,
again.
so a lot of times, a lot of good guys they get the backlash of some other piece of shit guys out there. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just the way the world works. Like if they dated an asshole and then the nice guy approached them, the nice guy doesn't get necessarily the same. Saying the same chance.
Right.
In some cases, in other cases, it's just not. It's just not what it is. But like once as a man you kind of get that self-confidence, like I don't need your validation, kind
Hmm.
of like, that's when women actually want you.
Yeah.
Like surprisingly.
Hmm. Okay, let's see. It's these fuckers that say show feet. I'm sorry, don't you have your own feet to look at? Okay. A lot of time it's men, okay? And men aren't interested in their own feet. They're not interested in men's feet. So there's that. uh there's that. It's a small group. It's a fetish. I'm not kink shaming or anything. I'm okay with that. Um it's the ones that constantly bug me to show my feet, and it's like, or they're like, send me pics of your feet, send me the honey, that's my time, okay? And when they want to get like super like, oh, you need like this way, if you're gonna make me do all that, you're gonna pay me. Simple as that. Simple as
I
that.
mean, it's what it is, son. Yeah, word up.
um and the another thing is because people, I had someone on Tumblr actually say this to me, a random account, they followed me and we were discussing something, and they were saying how like their boyfriend sells feet pics. I'm like, well, good luck with that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if there's necessarily a big niche for men's feet pics, but I'm sure there's something out there. I know women's are in high demand. And then the thing is, you have to have nice feet. It's a whole. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's your feet can't be jacked. Okay, they gotta look good. So there's that. Yeah, but they coming in here asking to see your feet, and they see, and then in here calling me the freak or Simpson or what? What?
That's fucked up.
I've had like one or so people come in here and say something about my feet. One. Now, if you go over to
Yeah,
fucking
I ain't
Insta,
shaming nobody. I'm more of a tits and ass man myself. I'm really not in like.
I mean,
Somebody thought I was in the feet because prior to me fade, I would give me trying to be romantic and stuff. I would give like some of the women I'm like her talk to foot massage. Like, yeah, I
mm-hmm,
just want to make you feel comfortable when I. But then they would think I got a foot fetish because of that. I'm like, wait, what?
all like look, Insta, all it took was one picture with my feet in the frame. Because I took a mirror selfie, like I was sitting on the floor. I think it was like one of my New Year's Eve or some pictures. It was when I first got on Insta, and instantly, feet, 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 this, that, da, 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 da. And I was like, okay, well, you're gonna waste my time. You're gonna use my
Oh
time.
yeah, absolutely, bro.
And I have,
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I really don't. But it's like there's some bad eggs out there that are trying to scam people, and that's something I don't deal with. He says, I can tell you're a tits and ass man. That's why you hear it. Laugh my ass off. He's here because he knows I will find him and I will hunt him down and destroy
I
him.
ain't I said I'm not missing this show for anything in the world. Tuned in.
No, like, it's crazy. Social media in general, and when you're getting into like the aspects of what body parts or whatever that people are interested into, it's crazy and it's interesting, and I'm not knocking it. You know what I mean? I do my best not to kink shame. So there's that. I get it. That's and the funny thing is since we're on the topic of like feet and this and that in general, is because since I do post pictures of my feet from time to time, people think that I have a foot fetish, and it's like, no, baby, no, no, I don't. I don't have a foot fetish. Just because you see my feet and there's a picture of my feet does not mean I have a foot fetish. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't think the person would
Never
have a.
assume.
Not when you have tits like that. You're not gonna have a foot fetish. Like,
I'm the whole package, baby. I got nice feet. I got nice boobs. That's a good time.
thick ones over there.
I'm curvy, baby. I'm curvy. Which I need to get back on my butt workout because that shit was working and it was making things look nice again. Once again, quarantine has not been nice to me.
Yeah, I mean, early on in like the quarantine and stuff like that, it did me dirty just because I couldn't go to
Mm-hmm.
the gym anymore. I was
You
like,
couldn't do
fuck.
anything. You were basically stuck inside, and everyone was afraid to go out and do anything. And
Shit, it almost wasn't nothing to do. Like the
really,
whole world shut
everything was
down.
shut down, and there was a curfew. So it was like, unless you were essential, you were not allowed outside.
Like unless the cops was
Church
pulling
over here
people
got the
over,
boobies. I'm the whole
like you're
package.
not in the house by 7. There should be nobody driving right now. There should be nobody
Yeah, lover,
driving.
I'm the whole fucking package. I'm not just a body, okay? I have intelligence to an extent. I'm funny from time to time. Um, I can cook. I have other talents. I'm a
Sort of.
gamer. Uh, yeah, twerk. I dance. I sing. I skate. Whether that's ice skates, rollerblade, roller skate. I can fucking snowboard. I can skateboard. I'm not very good at it, but I'm working on it. Uh, uh, I speak a little bit of certain languages. I'm not fluent, but I am, I know certain things. And I have some other talents I cannot list here.
Really. Do lists like why not you? Why can't you list them? You need Jesus, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
We're gonna have to come back that now. Cough.
Wait, we
Yeah.
gonna have to come back to that, right? As what talents would you be preferring to? Is it can you touch your elbows? Huh?
I mean, I'm kind of flexible
Is it
with that.
something that requires a what that do?
Oh, it does. It does.
What that?
What that do? Now you can pick what you put in there.
Oh man.
I love this. I
Well,
love having you on panel and like having these
what do you
conversations.
mean, huh? If it ain't nothing you can tell Jesus and your parents, I think you need Jesus.
I mean,
Oh man. You got to
I
bring me
mean, my
back.
parents think a certain thing, and I'm just doing it.
That's how it lives.
You know what I'm saying?
You got me biting my bottom lip.
No, dang.
Mm,
Let's just say this:
mm.
everyone thinks I'm pretty innocent.
I mean, not me, but oh, I know that's why. Look, it's a lot of shit that I know that
Oh
has me
yeah,
drooling.
you know stuff.
I know too much.
You know way too much. I'd have to kill you to be like to keep my
Oh,
secret
I
safe.
know everything. I know everything. There's nothing I don't know.
Watch Davis starts a podcast. It's like exposing Cherry.
So I got fired from my old job. Now it's time to let loose. So let me start off. It starts off. You know when it starts off? It starts October 2014. It was the night of the business battle. It was the wait of the night. It was no. It was
It was
no.
the
It was
early morning for the business
early
battle or the
morning, real
business update.
early, like at least 4 or 3 in the morning.
Yup.
Waiting on the business update to come through. And guess who I meet is who you think it is. It is Sherry. And I saw she had a last name, and I thought she was related to somebody.
Oh my god.
And I asked that question, and she's like, "No, mother." Oh my god,
Uh,
so funny. I don't even honestly. I just like that was one of those nights where
you
I
shot.
just
You
all your
shoot. You went and shot your shot. Yeah, that. Shoot your
I
shot.
did. I was like, look,
I
okay,
can't
like
speak.
I just looked at it like, is that okay? Let me see. I'm like, oh, she got big boobs. Oh wow. This is when I was just on Twitter,
Mind your
on
business.
Twitter, scoping through. And I see somebody say they're waiting on it, and I'm like, oh, me too.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest is history from there. Now, for first, I'll say the first 4 or 5 months, we're just messaging each other back and
Mm-hmm.
forth on Twitter. Then we graduate through back and forth
I
messaging and
wouldn't say it
X.
was that long per se of just messaging
For a
back and
long
forth.
time, I don't think for it was a long. Okay, at least first couple months because I like we didn't add each other right away.
Right.
The Xbox, we was just like it
And
was
even
like
when we did, it wasn't like instantly we were like, oh, let's play together or anything like that.
nah, it was different time because I was still running with my group of people and you had TJ.
Yeah. And TJ was very
So
protective. If I ever get that
yeah,
motherfucker on here, we'll have to have a whole conversation of that. But I should message him
yeah,
to see if he's alive.
yeah. It was like yeah. So like yeah, for and then we were always message each other back and forth on Xbox, just like yeah. And then after that, then like the first time you ever, that's when I wasn't really running with my group anymore. I
Mm-hmm.
had just had my friend Ghost.
Yep.
And then the first time you meet Ghost, he just
That
fell in
motherfucker.
love with you. Now
Mm-hmm.
you want to talk about a motherfucking drooling? That son of a bitch
Oh
right there
yeah.
was. Cool.
Slobbering, baby. Slobbering.
Anytime he like, I couldn't bring none of my like female friends around him because he would just gawk over them.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
was like,
got a
damn,
song
dude,
out of it. I don't know if anybody else got a song out of it, but I got a fucking song. So,
you did, man, you got a song.
and then he just like fell off the face of the planet. So there was that.
Yeah, like he's like cherry tastes
Like
like
strawberries.
strawberry. I was like you. Like, I think you asked me like, you gotta tell me about your fucking friend. I'm like what's going on? What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
And then you played me the message.
Yep.
Hold on, let me see, he said, am here because I was looking through trying to find someone to chat. That's pretty much what I did. I saw this. Yeah, that is exactly how it began for me, and the way he's wording it.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, I
yes,
know
that's
he's talking about
amazing.
himself, but I know that like
Amazing massive bazongas. Yes.
yeah,
Yes. But I'm glad we got talking. We all click. I feel like I belong here. I've been trying to find people I can relate to. There's the gaming and WWE banter, but like we have similar, same interests. You ain't just a
yeah.
body.
Me and Cherry, we basically bonded over '80s music. That was it. Wasn't
Yeah,
even necessarily
we did.
GTA. We just started talking about like
But that is sweet, Liver. That is
I
very
was just
sweet.
listening to like '80s music, and stuff like that. And she
Hmm.
said, "What you listening to?" And I said, "I listen to this." And you like, "Bitch, I love it too." And I was just like, "Yeah." So like, yeah.
Like
And
I
then we
will
just
have.
started bonding over music. So that was our like mutual thing we bonded over. And then
Yeah.
other things came into factor.
Yeah. Honestly, like we did bond initially. Like obviously we had the gaming, which that's how we initially connected. Is because oh GTA this we're waiting we're both waiting blah blah blah, and then bonding over the whole '80s music and just like the rock genre, and we're just like yes, like what the
Yeah,
fuck
so
yes.
that's what like started linking us together to like bond over the music itself. And
Yeah.
then then we finally play with each other like on Xbox with when my friend goes. And then I beat my friend up because he's kept trying to show out for Cherry here. And then he said, and the CEO man, he makes me yeah, I appreciate it, man.
I mean, we're all about making friends here. Like, obviously, I started this whole Twitch journey out of boredom and the fact that in my spare time, that's all I do. I game. That's how I spend my spare time. I game with Davis, or I'm by myself gaming because he's too busy on NBA to hang out with the real homie. But that's besides the point, and
You
I'm
know what?
totally not bitter.
Oh no, no, you're not bitter at all.
Not at all. I'm not bitter. Um,
No.
but
Bitter you what?
I hold a grudge, but doesn't mean I'm bitter.
What? You holding a grudge? Never.
Never. I am
No.
a wonderful northern woman.
It really wasn't because of just strictly NBA. It's like I
Yeah.
only wanted to, like play at the time I was trying to get as much games in with it. I mean I got and shortly after I just got irritated with it and I just didn't like it. Because I mean I wasn't really playing GTA like that because like I'm like, man, I've already done everything in fucking GTA, so ain't shit else to do. Like any of symptoms. There was really no games really incenting me to play anything.
Well,
And then too
look.
much time went by in Call of Duty, and I was like, man, I'm gonna suck at this point.
Well, look. That's why we got to get you back into it. We just got to slowly integrate you back in. You know what I mean? Like if we
Yeah,
do Warzone, we're both gonna suck because I haven't played Warzone in a while. But get you used
yeah.
to it.
Last time I played on your birthday, like, yeah,
Yeah. I just we jumped right into hardcore, so that was part of the
I
thing.
don't know we played core that day. I just suck in general. Hardcore probably would have saved my ass a little more.
That or we go on to zombies, do the
Probably,
one.
I can see doing zombies just to get acclimated with the game,
Get
used
used to the
to
guns again and everything. Yeah, we could do that.
getting used to guns and awareness, and just yeah,
I
just jumping right into death matches. Just like fuck, you just getting your
and
ass handed to you.
sometimes like especially after an update, like their most recent update, it kind of like fucked up the way the game felt and everything, and everyone's running around with shotguns currently. So there's that, um, which sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah, fucking knife pussies over here. And the
Oh,
game
you
has.
subscribed to my YouTube, Liver? Aw.
Alright, thanks, bro.
I back up all the streams there, so if I ever do decide to go live on YouTube, I should, but I haven't.
I
Um,
used to play Ark some years back. I played it for a while because some friends wanted to play it, but other than that, like it became too realistic. Motherfuckers up here selling shit to each other. Like
mm,
that game is a whole underground market.
I never got around
People
to trying it. Trying Arc.
It's a real crazy ass game. It's like, yeah, you start from nothing and you got a bunch of other people in this server who just got dinosaurs and all kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just yeah, it's a good. I don't have anything negative to say about it. It just wasn't for me, just because really all about survival.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind doing
Like
it if like I had
Minecraft
people to
meets
play with,
Skyrim.
but
Yep, that is. Yeah, that is actually a perfect fucking like, and add Elder Scrolls in that bitch too if you want.
look at us when we
Hmm.
did fucking Minecraft. We'd like fucking build something up, or I'd mainly do the building and you just hang
Oh yeah,
about.
that's pretty much what art would be because once you figure out, you know, yeah. But only supplies and art is a lot harder to come by.
Hmm.
Like to get strong enough shit,
Like I play
you
on
gotta
7 Days to
know
Die,
the
but I
right
kind
people.
of do my own thing on 7 Days to Die. I don't know if any of you played it,
That
but
game, yeah, that game is almost hard to be antisocial because it's either you make friends or you die.
well, with 7 Days to Die, if Alien comes in here, there's a guy Alien that comes into the chat sometimes, and I was playing 7 Days to Die, and a lot of time with 7 Days to Die, I shut off zombies and I just like to try to survive and scavenge and just hoard things and try to build something nice. They're like animals could kill you, honestly. If I run into a bear, I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead. And there's been issues with the game from updates where animals are like invincible or there's no animals spawning and you're virtually dead if you don't have a stockpile of food. So it's a whole thing. Yeah, building in the game is kind of hard because you're once again you're dealing with a Minecraft situation or learning how they each update they keep messing with the ability to change certain objects to different sizes or shapes or whatever. 7 Days to Die.
Or
It's a whole thing. It is. Didn't they shut
it
down
is
like
like music.
I think they didn't they shut down what was the it was either Days Z or it was what was the other one, H1Z1 or something. They shut
Something
one of
like
them
that.
down,
Yeah,
or was it Arma? They might have shut down one of those. I forget what it was. That's why I shut off for 7 Days to Die. I just shut off things and I just do my thing. I like learning the game and scavenging and minding my own fucking business.
yeah. I was a big coming up. I was a big campaign game kind of person. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
really start playing competitive until about
Oh, well,
competitive online game until about 2014.
yeah, I didn't really get into the online, competitiveness until 2012ish, maybe 2011, 2012,
Yeah,
because I used to play on my brother's account.
yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't really a real big like. I always got video games to play, like sports games and stuff like that. But I always played for like the campaign use. I didn't really play
And like,
for like.
well, in a lot of games, like growing up or whatever, whether it was like PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, if I got stuck on something, I was just like, I'm done with the game. Bye. And there was
Yeah.
like a lot of games that I just didn't finish because like I would get stuck on something and there was no tutorial or whatever how to get past it. And my ass as a kid, like we didn't have internet when we were, in my household. We just didn't do it as a kid, so I
Like
couldn't look
on
it
the
up
original
easy.
Xbox days, you didn't need Wi-Fi to play video games, so I never knew like I needed it until like 360. Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
got to start having Wi-Fi to play
Right,
your
right.
game.
One, especially now, it's like almost essential to play anything. You have to have some sort of internet
If you
connection.
if your internet is off on any of these game consoles now, you don't get to play any game. All of them, they have back in the day, every game used to have an offline feature. So like
Yup.
yeah, but now you can't even do that. Like that sucks. Like yeah.
It's fucked. Well, it's also annoying for those like lower income people because there's people that can't afford those kinds of things, and it's just like,
Yeah. Everything it just requires internet off the fucking rip.
right. Agreed. Agreed. It's always the man keeping the little guy down, honestly.
I know, right? Trying to keep the white man down over here.
Lord. But some games are tedious, so it is what it is. And it's
I mean,
either
like I'm looking at all the backwards compatible games for fucking Xbox. Man, they're all like I remember all these fucking games. Man, they just so fuck these like gems just waiting to be played,
mm-hmm.
and they're cheaper now too. Games that used to be $50 are now $10. Like
Right.
really, I couldn't afford this shit back then. Now I can. That's the best thing I like being an adult. Is like now, like all the stuff that I used to want as a kid, I can all afford as an adult now.
Right, right.
I was like, yeah, I can at least buy my own video games. I'm a big boy. Yeah.
But then where they fuck you
Yeah.
is you having to buy like the live and like all that shit. And it's like, come on.
I didn't start owning that shit until 360. Yeah, like the X. I was like, I need something called Live to play this game. I
Right?
don't know what that is. Like I did not know what it was, and then the GameStop people told me, "Oh yeah, that's your stuff." Like, so I need that to play NBA.
It's some bullshit. It's a racket, honestly. They charge you 400 to 500 or even more for a console. That's not including like extra controllers if you need them, blah blah blah, wires, a charging kit. You know what I mean? They get you with the live.
um, they
They
got Metal Gear Solid on this
then
bitch.
the games themselves are like $60 if they're brand new a pop.
Man, oh yeah,
Then in
yeah. I
case
remember
you
you.
buy the strategy guide, it's a whole thing. And then not including the internet service that you need to actually do most of the shit with. So it's like
Oh my god, man.
ridiculous.
I used to rent. I didn't buy video games. I used to rent video games and play the shit out. Cause I play campaign games. So all the games I would get, you rent, play it up for the week,
Mm-hmm.
and if you want to play it some more, you re-rent it. Yeah,
God, Blockbuster.
man. Game Hollywood Video was my
Oh
shit.
yeah, there was Hollywood. We had one in the area. I think there was one or two. I think
And
there might have been one
I'm
at the
watching that
mall.
Blockbuster documentary. I said, "Oh my god, man!
I would love
Like,
to go to that Blockbuster though, just for this nostalgia's sake.
yeah, like I'm glad they still got one in the world. Just like, yeah, like you know, somebody got a job. I bet you don't need no workers like that in that bitch either.
Yeah, well, she basically has her family working there,
Yeah,
but that
it's a family.
they're basically at the mercy of what Dish Network or something. I think Dish is what owns them,
Yeah, so they want to shut it down. They can shut it down. Yeah.
but I think they're signed for like a couple more years, so they have to renew the contract
I mean,
every
that's
so
good.
often.
Yeah, that's definitely good. If, they like I think like at least one or two of them should be landmarks. Like don't touch these places.
Yeah, yeah,
Just cause, yeah,
I
they still
agree.
got a video store out here. Nobody uses it, but they like yeah, like well, I mean, not that I know of, but
Mhm,
they got a video store out here where I live at. Yeah, so it's like it's funny to see it. Like I remember when I was back in my old hometown.
mhm,
Um, I remember there used to be this video store
mhm,
around on this block. And then when I was on the bus one time, I didn't see that no more.
mhm. Yeah, it's bizarre because like they were pillars of like our society for like the longest fucking time. That's all we remembered, and then just one day they all just started dying out.
Yeah. But I gotta say, you are a bad motherfucker right now. Look at you.
Hey, well, let's go over the whole zhuzh, okay? So I obviously after the store took a shower after like sanitizing all the groceries, whatever bullshit. I fucking get in the shower, try to like speed run because obviously I wanted to hook up with you in the Discord, so that way you know what I mean. I could sort out the problems and get everything squared away. So I put on my makeup really quick. The eye we're doing right now is a ombre kind of type effect. I have like this orangey red in the corner and like there. And then it's like this like reddish burgundy and then a darker red which I like really creased in there. It's dope. It's dope. I'm getting a little bolder with my eye makeup instead of just doing kind of like a smoky eye. I'm trying to use that palette. I might have to buy a different one that has more colors because, honey, I need more than red, browns, blue. I need brighter blues. I need greens. I want to do some crazy shit. So, lip is just a red lip. You know what I mean? Make it work.
I,
It's
I,
fine.
I actually like red lip a lot too. So like,
Like, there's some people that, like, there's one person that wanted me to do a black lip, and, like, the lipstick that I got wasn't even, like, pure black. It was, like, this had blue. Um, it wasn't sitting right on my lips, so I don't know. I need it, and I thought it was gonna be
hold
more
on.
matte. It's a whole thing. All right, let's see.
Just depends on what you say. Yeah,
Say it.
like yeah. If you thinking it, be careful.
Careful how you word it, because if it's something that's gonna, that's the thing with text. Is like things can be construed a different way. So
Just be very choosy with your words. I'm just like
like I don't
it's
get
not.
offended often. So let's see what happens.
I'm gonna have to get the beep beep button because she might like you stupid mother beep.
And I was wearing a different top prior to this, but I got like powder all over it, and I was just like not feeling it. An expensive girlfriend. I don't mean like
Uh,
yes. Oh no, honey. No,
nah, she's not.
I'm not. Honestly, I'm pretty fucking low maintenance. I could
She
get you
go
my
for
makeup bag
she's
right now. My makeup bag is cheap. Okay, everything in that bag is fucking cheap. The eyeshadow palette, I bought that on Amazon for like a couple bucks.
she is worth every dime, but still.
Honestly, I'm worth every fucking penny. Okay, make it worth the while. Honestly, we go back to my talents. Okay, I'm just saying.
Hey, hey, you still gotta say it. You're gonna keep saying it. You're gonna say it. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to say it. You say, what are these talents? I must. I'm slightly intrigued.
Like, okay,
the
but
mic,
like, yeah, like,
the
right?
microphone is on.
Okay, as for like, I have certain tastes for like wine and food. Bitch, I'll eat anything, okay? Honestly.
Right.
Honestly. I've eaten dollar store food. I don't give a fuck, okay? I wasn't raised on fancy shit, okay? I learned how to make depression food, like the Great Depression. Okay? I make bacon and bean stew, okay? I have made a stew, like a straight up stew before. My grandfather taught me all that shit. I know how to make a hearty meal. I know how to make shit, last everything. As for the wine, bitch, I'll drink anything, okay? I'm not picky.
Yeah, I was actually talking to my family about that earlier. Like, it's just like because I remember I got a thing called Protocol 10. So like, if my kids one day if they get like fucking spoiled or something like that, I'm gonna run this fucking Protocol 10 where like, bitch, we didn't. Oh, me and my sister, we had to eat motherfucking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches when the lights
Mm-hmm.
was off. You know what I'm saying? Like, noodles. Like, it was, like, yeah, we ate good, but when we
Right.
had the money.
You
But other than
you do
that,
what
it
you
a
have
lot
to
of times
do.
we had to just make do what we had.
And by no means am I saying that I ever went hungry as a child or anything like that. If anything,
Yeah.
my family made sure I was fed. Like my grandfather, God bless him, God rest his soul. Amazing man. That man made sure his family ate. He made sure we never went without. He made sure his grandkids were squared away. He gave you the life lessons. He taught you everything. Make things last. Bitch, in my free time, out of funsies, because I was hungry and I was like, ooh, that kind of sounds good. I would eat mayo sandwiches, okay? You just put some mayo on a bread, fold that bitch, and eat it. Ketchup sandwiches. You ever do that? Bitch, it's yummy.
I did mayonnaise sandwiches. Shit, that's how crazy it was.
I just do that for fun. I was like, ooh, that tastes good. I'm gonna fucking do that. It's yummy.
Man, there's no bologna, no turkey, just the bread and man. Okay.
Now you see why I'm in love. I mean, like, I'm not picky at all. I might be indecisive sometimes, but picky? Mm-mm.
No, yeah, my fiance, she's not a like real high maintenance picky person, and neither am I. I'm really like, yeah, I don't like, yeah, like I'm not really like crazy on like, oh, I gotta have this, I gotta have, like,
Right,
there's only,
right.
I'll make one big ass expensive purchase because that's the one thing I want, you know. But other than that, I don't really spend a lot of money like that.
Exactly. Like, it's actually funny that we're talking about like big purchase and shit. Like, we need to get a new carpet cleaner, right? My dad, bless him, he's sometimes an idiot. And I love him. It's great. But we had gotten a carpet cleaner. He had purchased his carpet cleaner. Didn't think anything of it. Da 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 da. It's like, oh, it'll pick up, all this stuff. It'll be great. This shit is like ridiculous. It barely picks up anything. Like, doesn't get your deep stains, like anything like that. It's surface dirt and that's it. So he wants to get another one. And I'm like, that's fine and dandy, but you're looking upwards of 120 or more for a fucking carpet cleaner. I'm like, do the
Facts.
research first. We'll find out what's good, and then you can go and do whatever. But I'm not spending 160 fucking on a fucking carpet cleaner, and it's just gonna be garbage. Okay, it's just not happening.
No.
I'm very particular about how I spend money. I like holding on to things, like holding on to money if I can. Look at my GTA bullshit. I don't like spending money. Davis can vouch for that.
Yeah.
I don't. It drives me crazy.
I'm
I'm
like, and yeah, like, yeah, and it's not our money.
exactly. Like,
It's
bitch,
not
I have to
ours.
collect still $5 million to be in the green, like just to be clear again, in the black. We're
You got
good.
fucking, you got like billion, damn near fucking
I have
shit. The
$30 million,
highest amount of
but
money.
I'm like, I need that $5 million to feel whole again.
Yeah, I mean,
That damn
I'm only two
submarine.
million. Like I only, almost got 10 mil. Yeah,
But yeah, it's like, no, I am by no means an expensive woman. Yes, it
nah.
might be part of my love language to occasionally get gifts, but it's not vital.
Me and my family on Xbox, we've crowned Cherry honorary black woman. Like,
He has to. He needed to mention that because it's an ongoing thing.
it's like she's like literally. If anybody got the pass, it is this woman right here. All blocks check off.
Well, it's we go back to all the time when he says this, back to the Dave Chappelle skit.
The black delegation likes to draft Cherry Darling.
I mean, it's funny.
Because
And
it fits perfectly. Because it's like, yeah, you've been taken in by the community. They welcome you. We have invited you to the barbecue. You are welcome here. You have a home here
like,
in
baby, I'll make the
Zamun.
cornbread. I'll make you some delicious dessert.
Look,
Okay.
see right there. That's right. And as long as you don't put raisins in your potato salad, we are good.
Ew, who does that?
Some 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 popcorn salad loving ass motherfucker.
I've had people
Somebody.
put celery seed in there, which isn't terrible, but it's
It's just certain things that don't go. Like people try. Certain people like to put shit that don't belong in shit.
yeah. Oh, you know what?
Like
That reminds me.
raisins. Who puts raisins in fucking macaroni and
Oh, I
cheese?
got one for you. I got one for you. I saw this the other day. Popcorn salad.
I sent you that shit. Yeah, when it was late at night.
Ugh. Okay, let's
A
address that for everybody.
popcorn salad. It is
Nasty.
surprisingly delicious. Like yeah, like of course. What else is
Ugh.
popcorn and salad do not go
Ugh.
together?
And then you put the
It
ranch
looked
on it.
like
Ugh, no.
if they didn't say what it was, I would have thought it was like chicken salad or something like that. But
Right. Oh, I want to make chicken salad again. It's been so long.
I know, right? That sounds good. I'm about to make some chicken drum, like you know, saying little drumstick
It's
legs
funny
and
because I
shit.
have a very old video on my YouTube of me making like chicken salad. Ugh. Baby, you can see how thin I was. Oh my god. And it's funny when you look back on that because, like, back and then in your mindset, you're like, oh, I was. Every girl has this where they're like, I could lose a couple extra pounds. I'm fat. I don't feel da 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 this or that.
Man,
Bitch.
my girl be asking me that. Like she said, "Do I look fat?" I
Ugh.
was like, "No, you look the same. Like you don't really eat." And the funny thing is, she doesn't really eat like heavy like that. So it's just her filling out as a woman. Like
That's the thing. It's like for women, it's scary because it's just like, oh my god, I'm putting on this weight, and it's like you don't realize initially where the change is, but then when you start looking at yourself in the mirror, then you're like, oh my god, it's going here, it's going there. It takes a while to show, and it's just a
yeah, it's like
self-conscious thing.
it's just like yeah, like my girl, she just has weight shifting to her like lower body. Like she
Yeah,
just filling out and getting thicker. Like
and she's not used
but,
to it, and I don't blame her because
yeah,
I'm in that boat. I understand, and
yeah, like,
the fact is that, if you're not maintaining a certain activity level and you're just eating whatever, your body turns against you and it's like, you know what? Fuck you. We're gonna put it
right,
here, 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 here. We're not using your metabolism no more. Fuck you.
right, pretty much. That's exactly what it is too.
It's mean. It's a cruel mistress. It's like I love my food and I hate working out. Like, come on.
Like boo, you whore type shit.
Yeah. Boo, you whore. Like,
It's like
honestly.
yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like, yeah, like a lot of like my earlier weight was baby fat, and I've burned most of that off now. So I'm just, I am what I am.
Like, for the longest time, I obviously still do. I have baby fat. I've always had it. But then the fact was, is like, then after a while, I wasn't like being as active, especially when I moved here. I just wasn't as active. So then, packed on a few LBs. You know what I mean? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
mainly in the right areas, but
Mm-hmm.
some not. Uh,
My favorite.
and other
All
than
my
that, you
favorite
need to
areas.
exercise to kind of make your body get into that shape you want. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
The Notebook. Why is The Notebook such a popular fucking movie?
Do I need to explain to you why that's popular? First off,
I just never.
Ryan
I've seen
Gosling,
it before. I just
sir.
never like why. Why is it like the number one like romantic movie like in
Because it's
history?
beautiful, Davis. It is a goddamn romantic masterpiece. This man wrote her every day for a year, okay? Every
Okay.
day. That is commitment, okay? Every
Okay.
woman wants a man like that, as long as he's not a psycho and we just don't want nothing to do with you. But, you know what I mean? It was very romantic. Not every man does that. Second of all, this man goes into the home with her, the nursing home with her, when he didn't need to be because she has Alzheimer's, okay, or dementia, one of the two. Pick one, okay? And she was losing his memory, and he read to her their love story every single day. So that glimmer of 1 second that she remembers him and their story, that is beautiful. That is romance, Davis, okay? And they die together. It was beautiful.
They die together.
Yeah. It's beautiful but romantic and it hurts and it's sad but it's beautiful. He comes back from the hospital, gets into bed with her, which they kept them separated because that's how a lot of these nursing home rehab places are. Kept them separated, and he comes back from the hospital, walks to her room, gets into bed with her, holds her hand, they're talking or whatever, and then they get found in the morning. They died together, and it's just like gets me every time. It's it's beautiful. You don't
The
understand.
price. The price was wrong, bitch. Nah. I mean, I get it. I'm just asking a person in perspective. Like, I just never like truly got. Like I said, I've
Yeah.
seen the movie. It's just like I just never truly like what makes this like
Yeah.
the romantic movie. You know,
It's
I've
because
seen other movies. Yeah, I've seen other romantic movies. I can see why that would be like the movie.
well the
You
thing
know,
is their love wasn't supposed to be. Their parents, well,
right?
mainly her parents didn't want them to be together because they were in a different uh class,
Yeah,
if you will. Um
and I yeah.
and he did all this extra stuff. He built her the house that he said he was going to build and did exactly what she wanted to it. And it was just a man listening to you and doing all this
Oh,
stuff for you and proving his love to you and this undying affection. It was beautiful. And to put it in there with, A Walk to Remember, that was also equally beautiful.
see, that's my favorite. I love that movie right
They
there.
both make me cry, but Notebook makes me cry so bad, like so hard.
Yeah,
Um, the Walk to Remember gets me just because obviously sad movie, but it
yeah,
really
like
is
that
beautiful.
that one right there. Walk to Remember. That's my favorite right there. I like that's my the romantic. I would say romantic
Hmm.
movie. My girl I know, is more child adolescent kind of age, but
That just gets
that's
you because there is a death, and you're like, oh my god,
that's fucked up. Yeah,
it's
it's
fucked
more
up.
fucked up than romantic. Yeah, like damn, like mm,
Yeah, that
some,
one just hurts. It's like, no,
yeah, that's some fucked
no.
up shit.
What other movies? Oh my god, like,
Romantic wise, I mean, romantic comedies. It kind of
yeah,
goes into romantic comedies after that. Like now you got like How
50
to Lose
First
a Guy in 10
Dates.
Days, 50 First Dates.
Mm-hmm.
Preference.
Yeah. Then obviously you do
50
your
First Dates is
raunchier
just
ones.
fucking perfectly funny, but at the same time, like very romantic. Like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
he like he making sure she remember him every
You want
day.
something a little more lighthearted, you go with the romantic comedies. If you want something that's just straight up romance and like it's gonna hurt a little bit probably at the end, you go with the Notebooks or the Walk to Remembers and just have
There
tissues
you
on
go.
standby.
Yeah, I seen like I know. I remember one time. some people play like this. Like it was during when people used to be able to have events on the floor, or like in the dorms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I used to live in the dorms, and I think one night one of the RAs was doing a rom com movie, and they thought like, oh, I bet like guys won't love it, like so we're not gonna invite the guys. I asked, can I come? They're like, it's a rom com, it's a real chick flickish. I said, okay.
I didn't
I
ask
said
about
okay.
that. I was like, can I
And
come?
I didn't like I asked, can I come? Like, yeah, I know what the fuck it is. Like, I'm older than
Right.
you. Like, I was like, can I? Yeah, I don't mind coming. I mean, I ain't know. I watched the whole movie with them too, and like, oh, it was so beautiful.
Right?
Like, yeah, like I like,
We
yeah,
love
like,
a guy that has a sight sensitive side and understands and like
yeah, I was like, that movie was so beautiful, like, like,
just bawling like a baby. It's just
it's like he really did love her. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh.
like honestly, okay, like I can say this story. I was watching The Notebook as I do. I for every once in a while I watch it. You know what I mean? You need a good cry, you watch one of these romantic movies. And I was watching it with somebody, and it was towards the end, and that's where I get really emotional. Like I start tearing up. Like I tear up throughout, but I get really emotional at the ending. And they said something funny, and I just went into like this bad like combination of laughing and then crying, and it got really bad. It went on for a very long time, very fucking long time. I was an emotional mess. I couldn't figure out where I was at, where I'm like, oh, that's funny, but like I'm dying, I'm sad inside, and like
Oh my god.
it got to the point where I sounded like SpongeBob when he was crying because I was trying to like gasp for air while in the middle of this. It was bad. It was so bad.
Man, and it be like I said, it be like that though. Like yeah, like when a movie really touches you, you go to be like, you gonna really, really like weep.
Right.
Like last night with me, like okay, mine is more music. Like you
Yep.
heard me last night
Yep.
after I listened to the Hollow Note song, I was in my shit. I was like, ooh,
Right.
ooh. I was like, yes, sing that shit. So like, yeah, I like I like certain songs just touch you
Oh, I
like just
agree. There's like
like
certain songs if I'm like in an emotional state. Like I was in an
oh yeah.
emotional state last night. I was just in my feelings. I was in the shower and I was like I kept singing like Somewhere Over the Rainbow and it was getting to me. Like I was just like random songs cuz like it's oh my god, it was bad.
It's just the right move. Like it's just the right thing.
But I agree. Like certain movies they get under your skin just like certain songs get under your skin. You just have to feel it. You have to be
You just gotta
you
feel it,
become
bitch.
one and you have to let it out.
Mm.
Which, while we're on the
Oh.
topic of movies, what movies did you watch? Because I know we discussed this. I
Um,
watched the Harley Quinn, the Birds of Prey, the Fantabulous
my
adaptation.
attention's been real short, so I've been watching it, but just yeah, when I like in the mood mostly.
Right, right.
And I already watched Kong versus
Okay,
Godzilla.
so we can discuss that. What did you think?
I loved it. I loved it. Like I mean, like I picked King Kong, even though in these versus movies, it's never really truly them versus. It's always somebody in there.
It's always something interferes, basically.
There's some interferes, and in this case, it's some Mega Godzilla. They end up beating. I like it. Okay, in a straight up fight, like we talking, you know, Kong didn't get enough time to really give it to him in that first fight, so that's why
Well,
Godzilla had to
it was
bet that
honestly an unfair advantage.
because they were like, debating on unchaining Kong. Like, why? He's coming to kill this man. What do you mean your research gonna be done either way? Like the
Right.
fuck?
Like let Kong fucking free, dude. Like you got a child
Let
on
him
board and
fight,
everything
bro.
else. Like
You let him go. Now he got to try to make up because this
right,
dude ain't got the drop on him at this point.
right,
I mean, Godzilla was like Godzilla's legit. I ain't gonna disrespect the man like
right,
that,
right,
but my
right.
people Kong in this one, I say no, Kong, that's dude. He, and when he was fully charged up, he was giving them the work.
Well, and I think with the thing with Kong, with this movie in particular, is that his relationship with the little girl, it gives him this
No,
very humanized, situation where it's like, oh my god, they're best friends. I want Kong to be my best
right.
friend. You see this emotional side to him, and it's like,
And they get him when he's Asian. Like Kong, it seemed like Kong was older compared to what he was in other movies. So this ain't young King Kong. This is like King Kong damn near on his deathbed when you got Godzilla at
Yeah.
full fucking prime strength over here. I'm like, that's a fucking mismatch. Even
Exactly.
though even though Kong's still giving him a little bit of the work, but it looked like an older King Kong. Like if you're talking about King Kong with the Jack Black movie, he gonna
Mhm.
rip that motherfucking jaw open. As he
Right.
did with the other creatures, he ripped their fucking jaws off. You think I'm fucking playing with you?
And that's the thing. It's like it was such an unfair advantage for Kong in that first fight, where it's like he's fucking stuck. Okay, you have him in the middle of the ocean, chained to a fucking boat.
Word.
Godzilla can fucking swim and do all that shit, like bro. This motherfucker could go on land, no problem. He can go in the water.
Then he all like he get a problem. He get that prime definition of throat action because all of a sudden he got a motherfucking cannon in that bitch.
All right. It's like, oh my god. So it's like, oh, let's play dead. Let's shut everything down and all this. It's like
King Kong ain't got no superpower. All he got is these hands
he's
and
a
you
big
bucket.
fucking ape. That's it. Like
Yeah,
that's all he's
like
got. He's a gorilla on steroids. That's it. Like,
pretty much. He's just a giant gorilla on steroids that can whoop everybody else's ass.
exactly. I'm like, oh my god. I will say, I thought that the way they did this CGI for him for Kong looked great. Um, I also enjoyed the Jack Black Kong, the way they did him up in that movie as well. They've come a long
Mhm.
way. As for Godzilla, uh, at times in certain scenes, I thought Godzilla's head was a little small, but that's just me. Um, but also beautifully done.
I never really was a Godzilla fan like that. I
Hmm.
thought he was overrated as a bitch like Superman, to be real.
Right.
Like yeah, I've never really been a even with the Matthew Broderick Godzilla. Like, I know who Godzilla is, but I'm just not really a big fan of Godzilla. I'm not a big fan of anybody that tries to portray the God level because like of course you give any motherfucker with super fucking strength and shit like that, of course he gonna be the best superhero kind of shit. Like you know,
Right.
but motherfucker ain't got no power. Like I had a friend that used to like this Batman just because he don't got superpowers. He's
Right.
not a super. I'm like, how is he not a motherfucker that want to fight? A motherfucker who want to fight just because he ain't got to.
Hmm.
Batman don't got to do this shit. He rich as fuck. He's a billionaire. He
Yeah.
richer than all the other superheroes.
Yeah.
The only one that hold a candle to him is a Green Arrow. That's it.
Right.
Mate, and that's a big mate. Bruce Wayne, wealthy.
Yeah.
He don't need to do this shit.
He don't.
He's saving people because he want to do it. But fucking and then fucking Superman, he just trying to feel accepted and shit.
Yeah, pretty much. None of
I
them
just
have to
want,
do anything, but they do it because they feel like they need to make a difference of some sorts.
yeah, because they've been blessed with gifts somewhat. Yeah, like he's Batman just wants to make sure nobody else's parents get killed like his.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
But other than that, like yeah, like I was like I don't think Green Arrow, Batman, and any vigilante superhero is any less of a superhero because they don't have superpowers. I think that's a false narrative
Right.
to have.
Right.
I think that's a kind of fucked up stance to take because not everybody's gonna be like yeah. But like yeah, what's that to say about like police officers in real life? We're gonna say they're not real heroes, you know what I'm saying? Like in some aspect, or
Right.
firefighters, they don't got powers, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't say,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, like what is that gonna say? Because they're not built like Superman, they're not superheroes, like you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like
it's more of like it takes cojones to actually go and do something of that nature and to try to help people. Now I know there's a lot of controversy right now, along with law enforcement and everything like that. So it's
he said, "Jerry, you dirty."
what what dirty looks. I'm just sitting
I
here
don't
listening.
know either, but I was like, I would love to get that dirty look. I'm jealous.
Like
When he gets
what? Because I
special
squint every so often. I don't know.
he gets special privileges and not me, I am offended.
You say something fucked up, maybe you'll get a dirty look. But other than that,
You are
so
so
beautiful
beautiful to
to
me.
me.
Can't you
God made a woman and woman.
I was thinking of this song.
Y'all are too sweet to me, okay? I can't, I'm very
We,
self-deprecating a
hey,
lot of the time. Like, so yeah, sometimes I'll be like a little conceited sounding, and I just do it for fun. But you know what I mean?
hey, he might be. Hey, one day he might graduate to the perv crew over here, liver. It's just
Hey, anything's possible.
possible. Anything's possible.
Lord, everyone tries to jump onto the perv crew.
Right. Everybody. If you're not the qualification, you have to be obsessed with you. You have to be unhealthily obsessed with. You have wait. What's the explanation? I want people to love me, but then I don't. I want people to be
Yeah,
obsessed with me, but not in love with me.
you guys are. Davis here. He sent me this thing that is like so me, and it was like, oh God, how did it even go? Oh my God.
It was pretty much like that. So it was basically like what is the Aquarius?
I have a
It
big
was like
heart, but like fuck people or
right,
fuck
I have a big
everybody.
heart. Fuck you. I don't want a relationship, but I want you to be in love with me.
Right.
I want you to like me, but not be obsessed with me.
But
Some
be
shit
obsessed
like
with me,
that.
but not obsessed with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like what?
It's very confusing.
It's like what? It's very Gemini-ish, but it's very
It's
Aquarius.
very Aquarius. Very. And if y'all
Mine
didn't
just
know, I'm an Aquarius, so it makes a lot of sense once you dig.
yeah, pretty much. Like Davis is just the right amount of obsessed with me, not unhealthily sending dick pics and stuff like that. But he's
Lord knows I get plenty of those.
she's seen man. It's just is like yeah, like she's seen them all in different shapes and sizes. It's like wow,
Yeah,
that's got to be traumatizing.
I mean,
That she ain't seen mine either.
I really should
It's
message
not.
CJ.
I say this. It's not a thumb. Okay, it's not a thumb.
Thumb.
It's not a thumb. That's all I'll say. I know everything. So just so you know, liver, I know everything. So be careful what you do.
Davis always finds
Oh,
out about shit. I tell him a lot of shit.
I said, oh no. He said, I hope Davis don't. Oh no, I know. I know all.
Like, if I want to ruin Davis's day, I could send him a dick pic, but I don't.
And that actually never bothered you. Did that before? It
Yeah,
didn't
because you're
bother
like,
me.
let me see it. And I'm like, okay. And then I show him, and he's like,
I mean, if you send it to me, it's not gonna bother. I can always just hit send. I can. That's the best thing about it, and the best thing about Snap. You know, I don't have to see it.
I've seen what you wrote, liver. Oh, yeah, like, if I've seen everything, every shape, size, some that you really should consult a doctor kind of situations.
Right? You see a doctor.
I have seen more than just dicks. I've seen other things, okay? So, yeah. Which some should really consult doctors. I try not to shade anybody. I don't try to shame anybody, but,
You gotta shame them.
all I'm saying, honey, this is all I'm saying. If you're going to send those kind of pics, okay? Learn your angles, learn your lighting, okay? Please, for the love of God, make sure whoever you're sending them to is 18 or older. Get consent first, okay?
Only that last part is qualifying to you.
Because, honestly, and don't act like you're a dick, okay? Let me just put this. Don't act like you're working with something more than what you got, okay? Don't.
I have to wear the gold wrapper.
Don't.
I mean, at least be honest about the shit. Like, yeah, you want somebody. Some people just want somebody to humiliate them. They like that.
Well, some won't even outright say that they want to be humiliated either. They just send it, and it's
But
like,
that's what they're looking to be. At that point, that's what they're looking for too. They're just
right.
searching for
But
it.
then if you don't know that, then it's like you're like me being nice in my nature. It's like I try not to hurt anybody's feelings because that's just like I don't want to be that person. But I've had people
So I ain't gonna send them kind of pics. I know
People post
people
stuff across
post.
Facebook. I ain't stupid. I wouldn't post that shit to Facebook because Facebook would take your ass down. Just saying. Um,
Nah, no,
no,
she don't do that.
I don't share people's pics. I don't. That's not my nature.
I mean, we still got family that follow us and shit like that too on Facebook. can't post it for the for the significant others and family members and stuff like that. You
Yeah, you
can't do
don't want
that.
that shit. Like, no.
Your family gonna wake up traumatized. You're like, ah, what?
Yeah, I know people do shame people. A lot of the time, the whole shaming thing, a lot of the time comes from people that don't want that kind of stuff. Or were that didn't consent to receiving those things. And therefore, like, you know what? I'm gonna put your name out there. I'm gonna shame you. I'm gonna put your picture out there, and people are gonna know who you are. That's what people do. I'm not saying I do that. I don't. But
It's just it just
also,
depends
let's
on
be
the
clear. If you're
level
going to
that you
send a nude and you don't trust the person that you're gonna send it, okay? You're gonna
don't
send a
send
dick pic.
it.
Don't put your picture. Like, don't put your face in there. Don't put anything
No
that can
face,
distinguish who you are. Do not put it in the photo. Okay?
no face, no
If
face.
you do not if you do not trust that person 110%, do not send it. If you want to send it, but you don't trust them, do not put your face in that photo. Do if you have tattoos, do not show those tattoos. Nothing. Just saying.
Anything that can get you identified in a lineup.
Damn straight.
Pickable, right?
But always get
right?
consent first, because that's why a lot of people get shamed is because they don't ask for consent.
I
Oh,
never like exactly. I don't send it because I don't get like nobody's like Shay's not gonna ask today, David. Send me. I know
I've
like
never,
that.
I've never asked.
right?
Does my
Exactly. I'm not.
curiosity get piqued? Like, okay, when TJ, like, remember TJ's bullshit? He would say certain things, and I was like, huh. And then he would like lead to the fact that he was gonna like, I think he was testing the water, and I was like, and then he would told me he was doing art and all this shit with, yeah, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Try to get you right. It's all about art, right? It's all about art.
but I'm like, if you, it's about piquing interest. Like, I would never outright ask somebody like random, like, hey, let me see your shit. You know what I mean? No, I don't care.
I mean, you gonna see it one if you like were with that person, you're gonna see it one way or another. So no
Right.
sense of like asking a stranger to see it.
Yeah. At least
So
be
that's just
upfront with what you're working with a person, honestly. Because if you're gonna act like you have a Mack truck and you got like a little mini garage situation, mini car, fucking micro
I
car, then it ain't gonna end well in that
see. My
situation.
personal thing is this: like I've never tried to compensate and say I got the motherfucking god like shit in the world. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I've been told I have a what I'm saying definitely great fucking length and size, everything like that. So
Mm-hmm.
so it's like yeah, like I mean, I'm happy with that. Cool.
Like, look, like whenever somebody asks for a picture of me, okay, I tell them no. Because I don't trust no motherfuckers, okay? I have to trust you if you would get a picture of this, okay? It's just how it is.
I know
I'm
I would take that
no
motherfucker to my.
Tom, Dick, and Harry who just messages me on fucking Tumblr, Snap, fucking Insta, whatever bullshit is gonna see all of this, okay? It ain't happening.
Always,
You're
always,
lucky to
oh yeah.
see what you gotta see, and that's it. If you happen to see me one day in a bikini, so be it. But if I were to send a photo, this is what I'm saying. Either it's someone I 100% trust, 110%, blah blah blah, or we got a thing going, okay, in a relationship, that's cool. You want to send those pictures, but then again, you have to be careful because you have to have that trust there. But never send your face. Never. I digress. But
That
yeah,
can be any. It can be anybody's boobs.
exactly. Cause trust me, I've get asked all the time. Let me see your tits. Let me see this. Let me see that. No.
My thing is I was like, okay, let's just say I got sent. It
Okay.
could be anybody's boob.
Yeah.
I'm taking that shit to my grave. I still got like Like I still had like a stash from this old girl I used to talk to,
Mhm.
and it's buried away. Nobody's ever seen it. I've never shown anybody, not even my closest friend,
Mhm.
because I gave that promise to that person. Even if you broke up with me and whatever like that, I promised. I
But that's
put
being
my
an
word.
upstanding person. That's having
Yeah,
that
like I
trust
said,
and
like never.
respect.
And even when I talked to them years later,
Mhm.
they say, "Did you ever show anybody?" What did I tell you? I told you I never show that shit.
Right?
Never.
Like I make it
If
clear
any,
that I will hunt you down and like do that if I were to send you something like that. We're on that level of like
I
I
would
will
never
hunt you
like, yeah,
down
like,
if I
even,
find out you shared it with anybody,
let's just say
posted anywhere. You were
you
done.
did send me something like that. Like if you did send me something like that,
Mhm.
like even if you stopped being my friend tomorrow, I would take it to my grave.
Yeah.
Never
Well,
say it again.
I'm saying in general, like if that were a situation and I happen to find out that you shared it with somebody or it got posted somewhere, you're dead. I'm making your life a living hell. But the fact is now that we have these revenge porn laws anyways, so it's kind of better in that sense. So
Mm-hmm. Send
so
my dick pic. I wouldn't shame me, would you? Jail, bitch.
But it's
You
always funny
going?
because like these dudes are like, "Oh, I won't save it. I won't save it." Bullshit! You won't save it. Okay, you could always have another device take the fucking picture with that and like of your fucking screen to see. Fuck you.
It depends. Like, yeah, you and that person have to understand. Okay, if it's just like a quick view kind of thing, get your look, get your jollies off, boom.
Yeah.
Him.
Mhm.
Or if they or will they just say like don't like yeah, like I said, you have if you have a trusting relationship with that person,
Yup.
you can send them that kind of stuff and it's never gonna ever get out.
Yeah.
Like it just but also you gotta like yeah, think about the personnel. You gotta think about the personnel. It
Mhm.
just depends. Like if it's a person that has been petty and spiteful
Yup.
towards you on little shit, then that's not the person you
That's
want to
the
send
thing.
it to.
You hold out and you find out how their personality is, and if like they get upset because you're not sending or something like that, you know they're not the one to send it to.
Absolutely.
And if that's all
But
they
if you
care
know
about,
that
if
person,
that's all they care about is the nude and not the actual person and you, and all they care about is sex and the nudes and this and that, then they're not worth it.
exactly.
Like,
They just in it for the ride.
right, make me feel like I'm not just a piece of meat, that I'm not just a body, that I'm not just a sex symbol, I'm not just this. I'm more than that. That you see me as more than that.
At
That's
least filet mignon, you like shit.
shit, shit. I'm a goddamn steak dinner, bitch, with all the
Right?
potatoes and everything. Oh,
Surf and turf, bitch. Surf and turf with the shrimp on the side.
like damn.
with, with the red lobster cheddar biscuits.
You're fine, liver. I'm just saying in general because this is what I deal with on a basis. Regular basis.
Oh no, dude, you're good. We just straight up talking.
Like honestly,
Mm.
I deal with no faced accounts. I deal with people that are afraid to come off anon on Tumblr that, you know, like show me this, show me that. Oh, I'm gonna do all this to you, but they're not gonna show you them. You know what I mean?
And then that's when they get the big fuck you. I will say this on the fucking Tumblr. I feel bad for some of those poor assholes because Cherry's just a general smart ass. Her reply backs is just
I
mean
mean, I
as
could
shit.
pull up
Oh,
or I could pull up some of that I sent you and read my responses.
one of them, I know one of them was like, what did it say? One of them was just like, it drew me back on what you said.
Hold on.
Uh,
Was it the one
I
about
think
all fours?
you can you lick your boobs or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. Hold up, I gotta
That
scroll
was a
up.
dumbass question. like, I
It's
mean,
like, what do you
your
think,
big,
bitch? Like straight up, what do you
like,
think?
your big, all she gotta do is just lift one up, put it to her
Hold
face.
on.
Like,
I'm an asshole sometimes on there. Hold up. I gotta look. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Okay, it was the one with the Reese Witherspoon gif that I put with it.
yeah. What did it say
It
again?
said, and it was from Anonymous. This is on Tumblr. And it says, "Can you lick your own tits?" Question mark. And it had a devil emoji. I see. I said, I mean, dot dot dot. Yeah. And I used the gif of Reese Witherspoon from Legally Blonde that says, "What? Like it's hard?" I'm just like a straight up ass. Like, come on. Let me put this way, okay? I am well endowed. Okay, we can all see this. Okay, I'm wearing a tank top.
I
It's not
mean,
for show. I'm comfortable in a tank top and
oh
this
yeah,
and that.
oh, Roddy Banks. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Um, what do you fucking think? Okay. Clearly, I have more than enough to work with where I could move said tit up and move head down and do said thing. Like,
Hold on, let me get my phone real quick. Hold on. It was one. I know that wasn't the one, but it was one other one where you gave just the most smart ass response, and I'm
was it
like,
the have you
damn,
ever been on all fours bent over to masturbate? Was that one?
that shit, yeah, that shit, yeah.
Okay, once again, anonymous Tumblr. Have you ever been on all fours bent over to masturbate? I responded with, well, there's a few ways you can do it.
Right.
No shit, Sherlock. There is multiple ways you can do it.
Big facts.
Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. I
I'm
love
about to
sharing
go
these
through.
with you. It's great. There was the one with does size really matter? That one wasn't really a smart ass one. That was me being nice and like.
What it is? So what did you say on that one?
Okay, so anonymous asked, does size really matter? Like, can it be too small to feel, or is my ex just an asshole?
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, I can't speak for everyone. In most cases, size doesn't really matter, but how you use it, which is true.
Yeah, we was actually talking about it that same night too
If you
before
don't know
you
how to use
showed
what
me.
you're packing, then the sex can suck. I should have said whacked because that'd have been funnier, but
I know, no, you would have dropped the bar on them if you hit that one. I'm like, oh shit, that was the perfect line to drop some bombs in it.
and then I said, I'm not here to hurt anyone's feelings. Dot dot dot. Learn to love and use what you have. And though I did provide a unique suggestion in the hashtags for that, I used there are some extenders you can use that you can buy that would bring pleasure to your partner as well as you, and you could still get off. It's great. Let's see what else we got here.
Oh yeah, the one where they say they look where you say you cuss a lot.
Wait,
Like,
wait, I
well,
gotta scroll for that one.
no, no.
I don't even know where the fuck it is. Hold up. There was the random one about a bread sandwich.
Oh wait, this is the one. I got it right
Oh,
here.
he's gonna
Even
read it.
if you are an adult, what is something that you are never truly too old for? Well, as an adult, I have to go with fun. You're never too much up for fun. I was like, you asshole for saying that.
It's true.
She said, like the well as an adult. I'm like, ooh, bitch. Like,
I had okay. I had another random anon that said, "I hope your cousin sees this," and I was like, "They won't." And honestly, they won't care. And I used a GIF of Will Smith in Fresh Prince, and it says, "It is what it is." So people try me all the time on there. It is hilarious. There was one asking if I'd watch my friend masturbate. That was a whole thing. What about the I bet you you fuck good? That one I just said, well, I mean, dot dot dot, no complaints, just praise. Then I'd fucking gif of
right.
Brittany.
Oh yeah. Oops. That goes into the skills category.
Let's see. Then there was the one I schooled them on consent. The poke your girl in the throat and make her swallow the nut.
Oh wow, this is fucked up.
That was the one where I said I was going to ignore this, but I think it's important to teach you something. You never force your partner to do anything they don't want. Consent, and that was all in caps. And communication, people, was a thing that said consent is simple. If it is not a yes, it's a no.
Yeah, that was when you was just having a teaching moment.
There was the one that was sent by Anonymous that said, are you just as cool as in real life as you think you are on Tumblr? And that's which I replied, you think that I'm you think that I think I'm cool? Laughing emoji. I'm just me. Though people tell me I'm pretty awesome. Everyone can see what you like, and I said, yeah, that's kind of the point of Tumblr. Haha. Every reblog is the stuff that I like or find interesting. With a gif from Clueless.
Oh, that was
People
funny
asking
as
me
shit.
about fan fictions that I like to read. Someone said something about my little man in Jersey, which I was like, what are you talking about, you psycho? My naughty anons. My naughty anons haven't been active today. I'm worrying about them. Maybe I should post something.
Right, make him feel special.
Usually their weekends are the ones where they like decide to act up. Oh, your inbox is the only thing I isn't the only thing I want to fill.
Oh wow, that was just like, oh my god, that is just.
Oh, I think I found the one that you said to cuss a lot. Oh yeah, I found it. Anonymous said, I also volunteer to get on my knees and eat you out while you play games. But every time you die and curse, I suck harder.
He said, "Let's go back for a minute. Back a minute. See, you talking? You talking chicken?
We're talking about
Yeah,
chicken and
yeah. Are you
gualo.
talking about making chicken? Yeah, cooking dinner right now.
Like, we'll probably be ending this soon, so that way we can all wrap up
I'm just. I
before.
already put it. It's got to be in the oven for another hour anyway.
Well, I'm gonna have to get off in about, I don't know.
Oh, we actually did a nice long stream today, 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I mean, we can go till about 7:30 my time if you want. That way we're
Oh, it don't matter to me. We just at this point we just vibing, chilling.
yeah.
I'm on my couch, lounging like one of those Greek kings over here, eating grapes.
But yeah, this is definitely gonna become like a reoccurring thing.
Oh,
Segment.
absolutely. Especially on my free weekends.
Yeah, like you'll
You
have to
know.
let me know in advance if you're able to on a weekend and if you want to, and then we'll go from
Let
there.
me. I can hold on while I'm here. I got up my gym schedule. The other, I'm off next Saturday for sure.
Okay.
I requested that also. We'll have a back to back weekend stream for
Okay.
sure. Um,
Because we'll figure it all
and
out. Because we'll figure out our schedules and then go
on
from
my
there.
yeah. If not talking, I'll still be in the
In the
chat.
chat, yeah, yeah, yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. Um, I wish you did it next Sunday. We did it next Sunday. That would have been so cool because I'm off that whole day.
Right. Like I said,
But
we'll
other
see
than
what
that,
happens and then we'll.
absolutely. Yeah, but other than that, yeah. But other than that, yeah. Other than that, this was actually a successful, fucking fun day.
Yeah, like what do you think about what do you think, bitch? Like it's obviously like for us it's dope.
This is just a nice back and forth.
Yeah, currently liver we're like in a like our little private chat between us. We haven't set up a server yet.
Yeah,
And
we're
we
thinking about setting up a fan server. Like this is just us. We called each other on it. So we're thinking about setting up a. We talked about that actually on Tuesday too. Like we should do like a fan server.
yeah, because that was one of our things on the list. It was about having like a fan chat about generational like pop culture situations and our thoughts on different things like that. But we are definitely thinking about making a server, and obviously Davis would be one of the moderators and
Yeah,
all
like
that shit.
and we're only gonna open that server to select a few like yourself, Livers. You seem like you're one of us. You can be trusted to not be out of line or anything like that.
Because
It's
the
just
moment
gonna
you're out of
be
line, you're out. You're bye
yeah.
bye.
So we just gotta make like yeah,
You're
those are gonna be for
banished
the
back to the
special
chat.
fans who just understand the rules and be respectful. It's a line.
Because obviously it would be nice to have people pop up and like say their little spiels. If I can get the little Discord overlay thing to work, I was gonna do it before the stream, but it wasn't working earlier. I don't know if there's an issue with their site or what, but I was gonna do that so that way you could see like the little chat bubble when people come like are talking come up. But it's this is all a work in progress. This was like kind of on the fly. I was just trying to do it really quick because I didn't you know, really set anything up over the last few days or yesterday. Like me and Davis were supposed to get into a call and it just didn't happen that day. So,
Yeah,
which is fine. But then we talked that night. It is what it is.
yeah. We're probably gonna play video games tonight, so
Oh yeah, most likely.
yeah, more likely, highly likely. And then we're gonna talk then even more, and then the fiance will call. Wrong time. I'm like, oh, we were getting good. This was getting good.
And we'll most likely come up with topics for like our next stream or the next time we do this or whatever. So
I mean, we it's a lot we didn't talk about today, so we probably still got a lot on the notes list now. We just actually we talked about one planned topic, and the rest was just us rambling
yeah, I
on
think
whatever.
that's gonna happen quite a bit, but it's obviously fun for me because then I'm not just feeling like I'm talking to a wall.
We should call those just icebreakers just to get the chat going. But then other than that, like it's funny how we ended up on wrestling and we're talking about rock stars.
I mean, we'll go back to the whole rock star and music thing maybe next time, and we'll
Oh,
plan it out a little bit better.
I
Right.
gave my five. Next time we'll do actual actors and
Oh, honey,
actresses.
I'm gonna have to make a list then, cause,
I don't mean to. It's all in the horny brain cycle.
like sometimes with my brain just like is all over the place sometimes, so it's like it's difficult. But yeah, like I'll have to plan it out. We'll definitely talk about it later, but it's gonna be crazy. This is how it's gonna be. We're gonna get all over the place. We're gonna talk about all different stuff. We bounce off each other really, really well.
Oh, absolutely. Never a doubt in my mind we wouldn't.
Well, it doesn't have to be necessarily new movies, Liver. Me and him, we had decided originally that we were going to review a certain movie or whatever. And
Yeah,
I told
like
him that I.
And then like Birds of and then with Harley Quinn. I
Mhm.
mean, it's a good movie from what I'm watching. It's a great movie. You know,
But we
I love
just.
Robbie. Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn. She makes a damn good one.
Like, I stopped watching Walking Dead like a while ago, Liver. Like, it just fell off.
Oh,
Um,
Walking Dead is dead, but
well, yeah. But yeah, like, honestly, we talk about older movies. It doesn't have to be like fresh in theaters right now or kind of that situation.
nah,
Like,
it can be older movie. It can be any movie as
we
long as
just
like yeah.
we just so happen to both have HBO Max right now. Like I just got HBO Max this past week, so
And I've had it
that's
for two
why.
months. Yeah, and I've
Um
had it for 2 months now.
like at some point we both have to watch the Zack Snyder edition of Justice League, but that's 4 hours.
Oh my god.
And we're both not looking forward to it. So there's that.
It is so fucking long. It's 4 hours, dude. Like I still
I
ain't watched that
know.
shit on Netflix. Like that shit is
I
4 hours.
know. I know.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna start both of them. I'm gonna start them. I ain't. I'm gonna finish these bitches. But
That
I have.
like that or we can get into like a certain TV show or something, you know what I mean? We could always.
See, you know the funny thing is, I can watch a whole TV show in one day. But I can't sit down and watch this 4 hour movie. Like I can't. Like I don't know. Like it's just.
Like I'm willing to watch True Blood again if we have to go down
I mean, bitch, you ain't
there. You know me. Hey.
you ain't saying nothing but
Well,
way.
hey, at least I've seen it before, and I wouldn't mind watching it again. And then it doesn't interfere with
Oh, you
other.
gotta watch. No, okay. You got homework. I got some. You gotta watch you since you never seen it
Oh, I
before.
gotta
You
watch
gotta
you.
watch.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm putting it down.
you put that on your. I've seen all both seasons. So and
Okay,
they get ready to come out with
I
the
wrote it
season.
down. It's written down. Boom.
You,
You.
yeah, and UYO Jew.
Yeah, Liver. It's a TV show on Netflix. It's a
It is
series.
a cult fucking classic.
From my understanding, the dude's a psycho. That's what I get.
It's fucking romantically psycho good. If you
Oh,
like a cross between psycho perv and stalker ish
so
and
wait. So it's
romantic at the same time, this is a
so we're
show for
talking
you.
like, are we talking like Mark Wahlberg in the 1996 hit movie Fear? Oof,
Oh, see, no, not fear.
bitch,
Well,
bitch. I need to watch that again. I have a
okay,
problem.
Okay. I think Fatal Attraction,
Okay.
single white female.
Okay.
Okay. And what's a good? And then add a little bit of Notebook in that shit.
Ooh, I could get behind it.
Because it's got the romance, it's got the chivalry behind it, but it becomes very, very single white female and Fatal Attraction, but just now make it a male.
Okay. I
Okay, now
promise.
first season, you're gonna be like, okay, this guy is fucking like you're like, oh yeah, he's okay. Matter of fact, you know who plays Zenith is the main guy. He played in Gossip
Oh,
Girl.
I know. Lonely Boy.
Exactly. So okay, matter of fact, I gotta bet think those two movies I named and now
Hmm.
add a little Lonely Boy to it.
Okay. I promise I'll watch it. Just like I promised I'd
Yeah,
play
because it's
Apex, I
like
did.
yeah, and
I'll
it's
do it.
like in the second season, when you get to the second season, it's going to fuck your mind up. It is
I
a
promise.
total,
I will start it.
huh?
I will
Yeah,
start it.
I can't. I don't want to spoil it for you, but oh my
Like I
god,
have an idea
season.
that he's a little like he's very stalkerish in that sense, and he like I think he
And
portrays
it's
himself as
not
something
even
he's not.
him in the second season. You ever heard what goes around comes around? Well, that second is a prime edition of that.
I will watch it. I promise. I'll watch it.
It's real quick too. Yeah, you gonna once you
It
watch
better
the
be
first
because
episode,
if
you're
it's drawn
hooked.
out like fucking Dexter is, I swear to God.
Nah, it kick off pretty quick. Especially after the first episode, you once you watch the first episode, you're hooked into watching more. So you'll finish when if you start it like today, you'll finish it by not today, but if you start it like tomorrow or something like that, you'll
Yeah.
finish it by the end of the week.
Okay. I will watch it. Maybe what I'll do is
All
I'll put it
right.
on because I have still masks that I want to make, and so I have spares laying around
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, yeah. Started today.
And Liver, we're not
And
giving any spoilers. If we happen to watch something new, we'll put a spoiler alert ahead of talking about it. Um, Now, if you really want spoilers, like this motherfucker will try. This is why I have to watch Big Mouth before he watches it, the new season. Because if I don't, he'll start saying things that I don't need him to say.
did you watch? I at least ask, have you watched it so I can shut the fuck up? Because I'm about to. I was like, ah, did you see it? Did you see it? That's stupid, man. Like, but dude, like, yeah, it's just like, oh my
Are
god.
you talking about Teen Wolf, Liver? I didn't get into Teen Wolf, so I don't fucking know.
Nah, Teen Wolf is in.
It wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to talk
I
about
do. It wasn't
fucking
like a thing you have to make into something.
the movies, Twilight? Are you talking about Twilight?
The only werewolf
You're.
Cherry's into is Alcide.
Oof.
Alcide.
Fuck Jacob. I'll see it all the way, baby. Oof.
Wow, wow.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow, chicka, wow. I mean, if you want to watch something, watch True Blood. Yes.
Unless you a freak, then you ain't gonna be in. Unless you a real freak, you ain't gonna get it.
And with Twilight, it wasn't emos turning into wolves. It was the Native American reservation. Those people
Oh
were
my
turning into
god!
wolves.
You ain't, well, how old are you, Liver? Like, I just need
Yeah.
to know. What the fuck? You mean what the hell is True Blood? That was the most popular fucking
I
show in
can't.
the
I
early.
can't with him. I can't. You have
Oh my
homework,
god!
Liver. You have homework.
You got homework, not Cherry. You got homework. You got some studying to do. You gonna be part of this group.
I want you to go on YouTube. I want you to look at articles. You need to get
All
up
of
to
it.
speed, okay?
Get you a free trial on HBO Max, and I want you to watch it for them 7 days.
No one's telling you watch Twilight movies. We're telling you about True Blood. Get with it.
What Twilight? It is True Blood all day. You shit. They ain't about shit. That one wolf in Twilight can't hold a candle. I'll see.
Taylor
Matter of
Lautner has
fact,
nothing on Joe
Klaus and
Manganiello.
I can get Klaus to handle that ass in fucking Vampire Diaries. Shit. Huh.
I think he's
Handle that.
confusing Twilight with True Blood. That's the fucking problem here.
Nah, Suki is a bigger hoe than Kristen Stewart.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that the truth?
Kristen Suki and her fairy
China. Fuck Fairy and her fairy fucking vagina. Like, honestly.
Very vagina. Oh my god, that shit had me
They're
dying.
not
Man.
teens in that. Liver. True Blood is not about teenagers at all.
It's more adult. This show is more adult than
Oh my
all of them.
god. It was an HBO original, okay? Based off
First of
some
its kind,
raunchy
too. That's
books.
when they started putting out HBO original. That show was in there.
Yup.
That show was the shit. And especially before the like when TV started getting real raunchy and nasty, they started it because pretty much True Blood is like porn.
Oh yeah.
It's not. It's all fucking in that show.
Yeah. At least twice throughout the each episode. At least twice.
Counted like it, and each like especially with the brother, he fucked somebody every show.
That's why I said at least twice. The minimum is at least twice.
True. Okay. In one episode.
True Blood went on for what, like 6 or so seasons? I think
It went from 2008 to 2014, so about 6 years.
Yeah. Eric Northman.
6 seasons in 6 years.
Give me that vampire over Bill Compton any day, okay?
Eric, yeah, that's your shit. Oh, I had a big crush on Jessica for the longest time.
Yeah.
She can't get pregnant either, but she can impregnate me with them damn. When she bite my blood and shit and turn me. So you can't trust the female vampires. They'll turn your ass just because they feel like it.
Well, because some want a companion, that's why.
Yeah. I'm so sick in her fair vagina.
That was when they were going against that witch group.
Yeah, True Blood. Liver. You're messing with the wrong group here. You're messing with their fan group here. And I'm really like one of few that's really into Game of Thrones. A lot of people I know aren't into it.
Oh, he's downloading the first episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Now he's looking up you.
Oh, yeah, it's on net. Yeah, since you're not a Netflix person, you probably ain't gonna watch it.
I think this was a productive freaking first episode of What Do You Think, Bitch? Honestly.
Oh, no, it was fun. It made the stream go faster. It didn't really feel like it was 2 hours either.
But what we'll all do, to be fair, because Liver's going to watch episode 1 of True Blood, we'll all converse and we'll all discuss it. We'll all rewatch episode 1, get that refresher. I mean, it's going to be...
I know Suki was. I remember the first episode mostly.
I can't remember.
That's when she met Bill that night.
Yeah, I don't know if she fucks Bill in the first episode or if it's like episode 2.
No. It's a few episode build up. Like at least one episode goes by where she don't fuck nobody. She wasn't quite a hoe yet, but then
Right.
by episode 2 she was smutted out.
Oh, it's gonna be good. We'll all come back. We'll each watch episode 1. Just so.
Well, you know his Snap, right, Cherry?
No, I have him on Insta.
Okay. So yeah, I was like, I know you have him on one of them. Because I thought he said cough him on your Snap earlier.
Well, you can't talk shit about a show that you haven't seen. That's the thing, Liver. You have to give it a try, you know? And who knows, maybe you'll like it. I love Lafayette. Lafayette is sassy.
Right.
You know, I love him.
I mean, and I'm not a big fan. And at the time, like you said, Lafayette just makes every gay man just seem funny as shit. Like,
yeah, and God rest the guy's soul. Like, honestly,
he died. He did die, huh? In real life.
Yeah, he had a heart condition or something that happened, and
he
was young. I think he was taking care of his family and everything else. Like, he was only, I think, in his 30s. I could be wrong.
I didn't know he died. Yeah, I didn't know I think he died shortly after the show ended too. Yeah.
All right, no one's asking you to watch Twilight. Just watch True Blood.
Nah, Twilight, fuck them.
I will agree. Twilight is trash. I do not like Kristen Stewart. There's a couple actresses I don't
I
care
mean,
for.
I like Kristen Stewart. I just don't like her in that
She
in
can't
that
act
show.
herself out of goddamn wet paper to bag. Okay, it's all very monotone, same look. Like,
Yeah, he died
wow,
3 years
I love
after the
you
show.
so
Damn,
much.
that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy. I didn't know Lafayette died 3 years after the show ended. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
sad.
Man, shit, it made it almost hard for them to do a reunion. You can't do one without Lafayette.
Everyone loved him. He was a great dude.
Oh, definitely, for sure. Mm-mm-mm.
But we
Yeah,
all have our homework to do. I will
yeah,
definitely
make
watch what I have to
sure
watch.
message Carrie on Insta. You know
Let
what I'm
me know you've
saying?
completed your mission.
And if you don't, you must bet by next Cam Talk or at least by her next stream, you must inform her of your
You will be
mission. This,
shamed.
this is your initiation. And then your other initiation, you know what it is, Liver? You must watch 50 Shades of Grey. That's your other initiation.
We have a problem. And we will say 50 Shades of Grey is no uh it doesn't upstand to BDSM standards. It honestly is not great for the BDSM
Well, to
community.
watch the first episode,
Um
you got one day. Like, if you ain't watched it right now. Like, you ain't got to watch the whole season in 1 week, but, like, if you got at least 5 episodes out, or at least 2 or 3 episodes to see what you think, you know?
but try it out. Come back to us with a report, take some notes, and be done.
I mean, yeah, well, you can take your time with it because I think the season's kind of 10 episodes long, and each episode's like, let's see.
Depends how long they are, because look how I went through 13 Reasons Why.
I mean, 13 Reasons Why. I mean, this
I
the
was
first.
banging out
I mean,
episodes.
it's easy to get, especially when the tapes come out.
Oh, yeah. It gets juicy there. That's another thing to look into if you want to get into something very juicy. Unless it's not great for your mental health, there are triggers. Um,
Yeah, be careful, yeah, because I don't have many, so yeah,
yeah, I don't
mine's
really.
is
Yeah, we
my
have
mental
different
triggers
trauma.
are yeah, mine's is
We have
temper kind
different
of.
triggers, but if you're triggered by certain things, I think it warned you in the beginning of the episode. You can always read up on 13 Reasons Why. But yeah,
Ours is more emotionally based than
yeah,
actual. Like,
we've had fucked up lives. Let's be honest. So
yeah,
that's
pretty
where we
much.
stand.
Yeah, pretty much. Only thing that comes me is her warm friendship. Did we ever tell you the story? I text her, not text her, voice message her drunk,
Yeah, we did.
calling her my best friend before she even accepted me as her best friend.
Like
Then it was like, what the fuck? Now it's like, oh, he is my best friend.
he's my best friend.
Yeah. Don't need no bitch. He got his own car. And he
Hey,
bought-
that's immediately what my mind went to. That's my best friend.
He got here a real bad bitch. Got his
Oh
own
my!
car. Don't need no bitch.
I love it. I love it.
Man.
But this has been really really fun.
Yeah.
We
2 hours and 52 minutes.
we plan on
Most
doing
streams
this.
only last like with us just typing in chat. They only last like an hour and a half to hour 40.
Yeah, like tell your friends. Okay, we're fun
Tell your
people.
friends.
I'm not affiliated yet.
Post this. Post this shit. What do you think, bitch?
We're just
Podcast.
here to have a fun time. As long as you're cool people, we love you. We
We
honestly
should
are just here
figure
to
out
have a
how
good
to like
time.
record this shit and then post that shit to Spotify and make a podcast like that.
We really should. We'll work stuff out. We'll figure it out as we
Oh
go.
yeah, man.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's on.
Okay,
It's so
we'll check.
hard to
I'll check my whispers.
say
I've
goodbye.
had weird things happening with my whispers as of late, so I will definitely check it. If I have an issue, I will message you. I think on Insta. But let's wrap
It's
this
so,
up. Uh,
it's so hard to say
mm-hmm.
goodbye to what we had.
It's so true. But it's been fun. It's been real. Honestly, I had the time of my life. Uh,
Ah! Yeah, you want to give me singing that damn song.
We should
I'm
get a
at the
little like as
time
we
in
go
my
on. We should get we'll do that one.
life.
That's more traditional.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, ooh,
Let's see. Stay hydrated. Wear a mask. Social distance. Be kind to one another. Don't be an asshole. Okay.
nah,
It's not the time
nah.
for
Love
that.
you all. I love you all.
We love you. Honestly, we love you all.
Like,
Whoever watches
you
this, the playback
don't
people, we love you
try to
too.
show
Thanks for hanging in there for almost
really
3 hours.
well.
uh,
Now it's time to go. And then your
Bye,
way.
guys. Bye.